Ready for some NASCAR racing. Over 2 hours and 30 minutes late, but we're here. It's hot as shit in here because my AC is completely out, y'all. My AC is literally just completely out, so. Such a fun time, right?
Man, good luck. I know there's going to be some twists and turns, some tough decisions. I know you're up for it. It's been great watching this Legacy car get faster every week. Good luck today.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
I saw Travis after they finished sixth last week in Mexico City. I mean, he was worn out because of all the twists and turns of a strategy race.
And you heard right there, so we heard it, right? This is the car that they have to decide what's their pathway to the playoffs. Is it points? Is it track position? That intersection.
There you go.
25 laps. But first down, first start of the race, we're going to see what? Minimum 4, maybe 5 wide into turn 1.
A lot of weather, a lot of delays. You got to back up on this horse. You've got to get back fired up, ready to go. All about what you need to accomplish today. Hopefully you got your driver, your crew, your open ball guys all fired up and ready to go.
All right, here we go. No competition caution for this race. But here we go. Coming out of turn 4, it's going to be Denny Hamlin leading us down. The green flag's in the air. We're running away from the Pocono Mountains. Here we go, green flag. There you go, 3 wide already to start off. I think that's between Busher Hocevar, who's in third. Hocevar immediately gets himself to 7th. Meanwhile, Nemechek falls all the way down to at least 10th in one turn. Now here they come down the big long back straightaway. Hocevar tucks behind Busher. Everyone trying to get figured out here. Long straightaways, anything can happen. Draft is useful. How about Cole Custer in 4th? No, that's pretty nice. You have Reddick right there in 6th. Chase Elliott's all the way in the back. You see Larson, Bowman. There's a flyby going after turn 2. Now into turn 3 for the first time today. Hamlin leads him down. Oh, I love that camera angle. My goodness. There's some action in between the middle of the pack right there. Nothing really too insane. Here we go. Lap 1 is officially complete. Lap 1's officially complete here. Jones and Priest move past Ross Chastain going into turn 1. Here's SVG. I don't know what spot this is for. This is near the back, though I know that. SVG is in 18th. Wow. He's 3-way between him and Elliott and Dylan right now. But that got sorted out. Big run coming from Gregson with a push from Haley and Larson. As I think that's who is that? That's Bowman going underneath the 9 and the 88. Bowman got tight going into turn 2. Although Gisbering gets loose, Elliott's in the middle, in between both of them. Chase Elliott. I'm not sure he's clear of Bowman. Yeah, he cleared SVG, and now he's clear of Bowman coming off of turn number 3. Hamlin a half a second ahead, doing pretty well so far. This is Zane's. Oh, Busher got the fastest lap. Nice. This is Zane Smith underneath Logano and Keselowski. This one is for, I don't know exactly. Keselowski in 11th here. This is for 11th. That was about between Logano, Smith, and Keselowski. 3 different Ford teams. Suarez and Gibbs battling for 7th here. You have Bell and Nemechek behind him. Nemechek's still in the top 10 after all that. Custer's in 5th, which honestly is very surprising to me. Got his first top 10 of the season last week at Mexico City. Cool, I guess. How is Brennan pulled 30 seconds back already? That's insane. He's on lap 4. Busher is running more faster lap times than Hamlin. He gained a 10th on him that 3rd lap there. There's Ross in 14th. He was doing 196 entering into turn 1. Heavy braking zone, it looks like. In turn 1 for Ross. He's going to tuck right in front of Joey Logano. This is for 14th. It was Hocevar who got the fastest lap that time. Only 7/10ths back.
carrying our forward performance on board camera. And paint that line
Yeah.
coming off of turn 3.
Briscoe and Custer now battling for 5th. Briscoe will get the spot heading into lap 5.
Custer swapping positions for 5th.
That time Hamlin and Buscher's interval stayed the same, around 3 to 4 tenths. But that might change heading into turn 1 right here. 2 tenths for Buscher. Hamlin getting away a little bit. Actually, no, I think Buscher's there now. 2 tenths, he's catching him. Buscher did get his first career win here at Pocono as well in 2016.
To Denny Hamlin here, actually closing the gap a little bit off into the tunnel turn. Logitech camera here as we ride on board with Denny Hamlin.
2 tenths between Hamlin and Buscher. That separates them both.
RFK Ford of Chris Buscher. Buscher's going to go to the top of the race.
Hamlin that time got a little bit more extra room ahead of Buscher that time. Gained half of a tenth there, with Buscher still right behind him. He's running lap 6. Yeah, Buscher's closing in. He has a draft at the 11, that's why. 194. Heavy braking here.
Hamlin leading will have the advantage in the corner. Fresh downforce, but the draft is in effect. So on this straightaway, probably 2.
I don't think Hamlin will be. I know that draft is coming in. I think Buscher has a run, but I don't think the 11 is going to block it that much. It's lap 6. I don't think he would do anything that damaging early on. We'll see though.
Push the 11 away again.
They have to lift earlier. The 17 has to lift earlier for the corner. Is the dirty air not going to...
They're both in gear 4 too, which is what I noticed.
So he'll back off the throttle, back up the...
I want to see what happens when they go down the front straightaway.
Here to try to get some clean air underneath that car for the downforce. Then get in the gas maybe sooner than Denny.
Yeah, this is, I think, the front straightaway, and I can't even see how fast they're going. Never mind. That's unfortunate. There's Buscher. He has a run. Will Denny block? Denny goes low. Buscher goes underneath him. Buscher's there, lurking underneath the 11. I think the 11's gonna have that little bit. I think the 11's gonna have an advantage off the corner. Yeah, he will. Clears Buscher again. That's gonna bring in Hocevar. I wouldn't battle with him for much longer, but I don't think Hamlin's gonna try something too drastic this early in the race. We'll see though.
Denny's like, all right, man, if you want this, you're going to have to go the highway, the hard way around, if you will. Now, Buscher has to time all of that again. Take this entire lap to maybe put himself back in that position. To try
Closing in on the 11 again. He lost a tenth there on that straightaway. Although Hocevar is now 6 tenths back. 3 tenths behind Buscher. We head to lap number 8.
the balance will go away. On the rest, with Hamlin who's leading, Buscher's been outstanding in second. Hocevar.
Go to commercial early.
Third. We're coming back in a moment.
Nice. Okay, my volume's on 50. I need to see a different song here because I've been playing this one. Oh, I was in here. There. The scores are quick. Brewers are winning 9-6 on the bottom of the 7th inning against the Twins. Mariners are beating the Cubs 9-6 at the top of the 8th. Rockies winning 4-2 at the top of the 6th against the Diamondbacks. The Pirates win 8-3 against the Rangers. Oh, 2 outs for the Cardinals game. Hold on, I'm going to add a different one. Guardians and Athletics are in the bottom of the 2nd inning as well. But 2 outs for the Reds game. It's about to end. Unless something crazy happens like a miracle. Is now back to the race, coming down to double-digit laps. Hamlin still leads over Buscher. Buscher has not been able to pass him yet. God damn, it's so hot in here. It's been like this for a date. It's been like this since the weekend, too. Or for the entire weekend, too. I haven't been out of my house since Thursday. Then the AC went out Thursday night. Woke up sweating my balls off. And it's been like this today. Like, it's so freaking stupid. All right, we're 0-2 now. I have no air conditioning, so how cooked am I? Right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes. I'm gonna keep the game on even if it comes back to commercial. Reds are winning 4-1 against the Cardinals. Cardinals are at bat right now, and it's over. Reds win. Now move on to the Boston Red Sox versus the Giants game. Red Sox are up 1-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. So, all right, we're back.
10 laps in on a Sunday afternoon in the Poconos, and you're watching the NASCAR Cup Series presented by Dish.
All right, so Busher lost a little bit of momentum in that commercial break. So yeah, let's go through the field as I do after every single commercial break. I haven't done that all this weekend because I haven't streamed all weekend. Denny Hamlin is leading by 3/10 over Chris Buescher. You have Nemechek in 10th, 6.2 seconds back. Byron's in 20th. Actually, no, now it's Priest in 20th, 11.6 seconds back.
Michigan, where Chris Buescher finished second and was very disappointed to finish second. I asked him, is the speed here at Pocono as good as it was at Michigan 2 weeks ago? He said it might even be a little bit better. But I find where they are in the point standings very compelling. See, they're pretty comfortably above the cut line when you look at where the 17 is. But when you talk
8 top 10s this year for Buescher.
They will tell you
Running 14th in the playoff standings right now.
So if you were Scott Graves, Steve, how would you play the game from where they sit in the point standings?
I think you have a car that I've seen so far that can win. I'm not worried about points. I believe we're going to have winners. I know it says plus 55.
You have Josh Berry in 30th, 16.8 seconds back. Oh my God! Stop with the advertisements. God, trying to reach the leaderboard. And Brendan Bolden last 43.3 seconds back. I wonder what happened to him early on because he just trailed back so quickly. It was kind of impressive. I can't lie. Here's William Byron. He's moved up 14 spots. He's in 19th right now since the start of the race. Yeah, Chastain and Bowman have gotten 7. We'll see though. We're on lap 13. Hamlin's still leading by a good amount. This was his start. Just immediately just gained spots. Immediately gained spots going into turn number 1. Yeah, at least 5, I'm pretty sure, in turn 1. Oh my goodness. Wait, hold on. 6 with Haley. 7 with Riley. Damn. 7 spots. So he started 33rd. He was already up to 26 at that point. Hamlin and Buescher still battling for the lead, which is honestly insane to see. Buescher trying to close in again. Can't really get there. It's insane how the truck race is literally 50% of this one. Oh, the reason why the Cup Series is way longer than both the Xfinity and trucks is because, they don't wreck as often. Oh, wow. Crystal clear quality. I love it.
Yeah, Danny's doing a little bit of air block, a little bit of defense in turn 1 there. Kind of
That reminds me of his win at Dover last year. He was just aero blocking that 5 like crazy. He was able to hold on for the win.
have to drive through his wake a little bit. Down here, as Steve pointed out, you have to follow the driver through this particular part. There is no second groove. And you see how that costs the 17 speed on exit.
Wallace now in 30th. How is Blaney in 25th? He's my second pick to win. My backup pick behind Hamlin. Hamlin's my main pick to win because it's Hamlin and it's Pocono.
So Buescher has to take the bottom.
He could get his second win in a row because he didn't race last race, so it could really be his second win in a row.
Draft starts to sort of flip the speeds a little bit down the front straightaway. Here it goes.
Yeah, gear 5 going down. All right. 95 for Buescher. That's how much draft he got down that straightaway. Hamlin down to 146 on that corner, Buescher to 144. So almost halfway with the stage here.
So this is the point of the straightaway, right? Second car wants to get in line, reduce that drag. It does reduce the draft distance, but your straight line speed is much better, so you pull up. Well then, at the end of this super long straightaway, you get to a corner, so what do, Dale? Now you're searching for air. So that trailing car, this is what's happening in turn 3. He's going to move left, get out of the way to that leading car. Downforce goes up, drag goes up. So offset at the corner, in line on the straightaways. That's the magic here at Pocono.
Yeah.
Get the timing right for it to work. That's what the
You're gonna get aero blocked if you're running. If you're running the exact same line, you're gonna get aero blocked like crazy. But on the straightaways, it's fine if you're like tail end with him because it just it creates speed because of draft. What am I talking about? Long story short, it's better to stay right behind the car on the straightaways instead of the corners. Because in the corners, you get aero blocked like crazy. You can't really move up because that's a lot of dirty air.
You always have to have the clean air in the track position to be able to have
But on the straightaways, it works.
advantage on strategy and so forth throughout the day.
This first stage, I don't really have to like go crazy about strategy because that's how long it is. It's only 30 laps. Both stages after this are 65 each.
A couple car links.
So it's gonna be interesting. Pocono's been about fuel mileage races a lot, usually. So we'll see how it goes this time around.
So let's see if he can pull it off down here. It's pretty fascinating how good
Half a second separates the 11 and the 17. 14 to go on the stage as well.
Find his spotter. Hey man, I think you're better running the middle of 3 and 4. That also doesn't allow the 17 to put the momentum together to be able to tie that corner exit into this front straightaway. And he's also moved up the racetrack down here, just trying to keep the momentum up in this car, doing a really good job and starting to spread out, make a little distance here between him and the 17.
So there we went into the prime garage to talk about what the trailing car is trying to do. Well, let's talk about the leading car, Dale. What's this air block? What is the leader trying to do in this situation right here to protect?
Well, in the corner, he's trying to make it as dirty as possible. So when the car behind offsets a little bit, you see the downforce drag go up. Well, the lead car can just drive right across that nose. We'll see that happen a lot down in 1 and 2 and in 3 and 4. If a car goes into
There's no 3 and 4.
you can drive your car across the
Dale, why would you say 3 and 4? There's no 3 and 4. There's only a 3. There's no 4. Hosevar in third, honestly. He qualified third too, which is honestly pretty insane. Let's see. Canelo says we're gonna see him in WWE at some point. I don't care. Becky versus Bailey tomorrow night. Alright, let's check scores now. Mariners now up 10-6 against the Cubs in the top of the 8th. They still have 2 outs left and the bases are loaded, so we can see more happen. Brewers up 9-6 in the top of the 8th against the Twins here. Rockies still 4-2. Everything else is basically the same. Okay. Seeing where it's just the opening stage, so they're just gonna work out some kinks and all that. Oh shoot. So yeah. Okay. So Hosevar got passed. Hosevar got passed for third. Reddick's in third now, so Hosevar's trying to hold off Briscoe, who's in 5th. Wonder what happened to Custer. Watch him drop back all the way to 5th. I'm just kidding. 35th. Custer's in 6th, never mind. Let me go. With a belly full of dough.
Experience the incredible story of NASCAR.
2-run home run. Actually, no, not home run. Mariners up by 6, 12-6 in the top of the 8th because they just had a 2-run RBI double. Looks like one base hit could make it 14-6.
Here's what happened coming off turn 3. Yeah, just a really huge.
Oh, Hosevar just slid, and that's what allowed Reddick to catch up. Damn. Oh, got real sideways. Damn, that's a fire save though. The wall helped him a lot.
I think that he's got to be a contender. I know the wall straightened him out, but seriously, man.
How is Brennan Poole already going to be a left under?
Yeah.
He's so sideways, the roof flap deploys. So the air pressure has changed so much, it is trying to keep
The roof flap deploys too. That's how fast they're going. So let's go through the field as I do after every single commercial break. Hamlin's still leading by 0.8 over Chris Buescher. You have Suarez in 10th, 11.9 seconds back. Larson's in 20th, 19.8 seconds back. Wallace is in 30th, 25.5 seconds back. And you have Brennan Poole. Actually, Cody Ware, the last car on the lap, 46 seconds back, and Brennan Poole's a lap down. So in total, you have 37, all 37 of the cars still racing, 36 stay on lead laps. So yeah. That was through the field. I'm not sponsored, and it's sometimes impossible to do it because of how inconsistent the leaderboard can be. So, yeah. You have Briscoe there in 5th. Almost catching Hocevar. I think that's Brennan Poole in front of them because it shows Tyler Reddick 2 seconds ahead of 4th place right now. That is Brennan Poole. Why is he going so slow? Like, how is he in this race? I think the lap car helped Hocevar a little bit. Don't know really.
Chase Briscoe knows it. Chase Briscoe is going to continue to pressure him, continue to force the 77 to give up the spot. Look at the 41 Cole.
There you go. Underneath in turn 1, dives down Briscoe. They're side by side. There's Custer in 6th. Probably the best he's ran all year. Now side by side for 4th is Hocevar and Briscoe. Briscoe trying to make the pass here. Custer's lurking in the background, maybe trying to take the spot at some point. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. Briscoe almost clear. Here they come into the tunnel turn, and now down that little straightaway into 3. Still side by side. Here they come. And Briscoe clears. Is the 77 going to have a run? No, he's battling with the 41 now with 7 laps to go.
With an opportunity to side draft down this front straightaway, pull himself even. He side drafts, gets away. Hocevar comes down to try to side draft.
So we're trying to side draft the 41. He's going to try and get that spot back. He's going to try and get 5th here into turn number 1. Dives high as well. Now coming down the big long back straightaway. Briscoe's already like ahead of him by at least a couple of tenths. Hocevar trying to get clear, but Custer's now the one side drafting the 77. Now the 77 trying to side draft Custer.
I want to battle you off into the tunnel, but he finally concedes and says, all right, guys, I've had enough. I'm not comfortable.
Oh, never mind. Custer cleared him, but Hocevar had a bigger run heading into the tunnel turn. And now coming into turn number 3, Hocevar almost gets a spot. No, Custer with the run on the outside now. Ty Gibbs is lurking as well. He's in 7th, catching up too. He has Kozlowski behind him. I think they're still side by side. 6 to go. Hamlin's a second ahead. Meanwhile, Hocevar dives all the way down to the 4th line, trying to take away the draft, the side draft ability from Custer. Meanwhile, Gibbs and Kozlowski are now battling for 7th. Behind them. It's a 4-car. It's going to become a 4-car battle for 5th, it looks like. Not sure how much he's trying to side draft here, but he's going 185 going out of that corner, and he immediately cleared Gibbs. Wow, I think Gibbs just backed out of it, it looked like. Oh, he has a run going into turn 3 against Custer. He has a run underneath, maybe, almost. Custer's not exactly clear of Kozlowski. Almost! Down the back straightaway, 5 laps to go on the stage. Kozlowski with the run on the inside. Big run, big side draft. Taking it with the air now. Oh, Suarez is down by run.
Suarez started this race inside the top 10. Good qualifying effort. And now making a scheduled green flag.
This is a strategy stop. Okay, interesting.
Talking about Adam was exactly the conversation between Matt Swiderski, the crew chief, and Daniel Suarez. They were right on the
Strategy starting early, it looks like.
beat the leader out of pit road by making a pit stop here. So pitting probably a little bit earlier than they wanted to, but because of that time difference, they had to come now. So we'll see where Suarez cycles out. He's in the speed for overall grip for Goodyear tires.
Waiting on fuel a little bit. He's going to get out right ahead of Denny there.
Because here comes Denny Hamlin with a full head of speed
99 beats him into turn number 1. Going much slower, but still, he's fine. 4 laps to go. The 11 still leads. I wonder if the 11 is going to come down pit road before this is all said and done. Hamlin and Busch are basically kind of together. I mean, Hamlin's 1.2 seconds ahead, but they're both like... But Hamlin's 5 seconds ahead of Tyler Reddick, so yeah. Interesting there.
Next time around with 3 to go, it is going to be busy. Dale, you think this is a pit road entry that's pretty straightforward, nice, flat. You can kind of
Wonder who else is going to come down pit road to take a peek at that strategy. I feel like it's going to be mostly people in the top 10 that'll do it. Daniel Suarez is the last car on the lap. 35 cars on the lap. Everybody's still racing. Yeah, here comes some cars on pit road now. Hocevar, Keselowski. Pretty sure Custer's with them too. Hocevar, Keselowski, Custer, Gibbs coming down pit road. Who's in? Zane Smith stays out. So does Eric Jones. Stage points valuable there. Bowman stays out. Or we'll see. Will Hamlin come down here? It's an interesting question. I don't know. Extra fuel there. It was a group of 6 that came down pit road. It was Hocevar, Custer, Nemechek, Keselowski.
If you see these cars leave pit road, the leaders are going to be on the front stretch, kind of at the top of your screen. The 99 did pull out in front of the 11. The problem
It's here to go.
now is 11 on old tires is still just faster. He has closed in now. So now Suarez has to drive these last 2 laps for everything it's worth to try to stay.
So Hamlin's still fast. Even there's no fall off. It looks like then. That's kind of not a good thing. I kind of want to see what happens if tires would wear out more. But Hamlin is showing no fall off. It looked like, so that's kind of not great. Pit road is close, so Hamlin will be winning the stage unless he blows a tire and hits the wall. Buescher wins. I wouldn't drive it super hard on this last lap. Just conserve the car a little bit because you're already. I'm not saying go slow. No, go fast, but do not. Don't wreck the car just winning a stage. No, I feel like Hamlin should conserve the car more in these final 2 laps of the stage. Don't give it up completely, no, but still. All right, here we go. Final lap at stage number 1 here. Remember when Pocono was 500 lap or 500 miles? Oh my God.
Nearly 40 points above the cut line coming in. They'll take all they can get here. Jones, Zane Smith, Logano, Chase Elliott, Byron, other drivers inside the top 10. How about William Byron? You start in the back after crashing yesterday in qualifying, but you drive through the field. Other drivers pit, you stay out. Don't get a couple stage points here. On board with driver 24. Comes in with a
I already accidentally tweeted that Denny Hamlin wins stage 1.
final lap, stage 1. Denny Hamlin.
It was premature, but I do not care.
He's going to lead
So it's gonna be lap 65. There's gonna be 65 laps on the second stage.
to the green and white checker. Despite all of his success, this is only the second stage win for Denny here at Pocono.
I mean, it's not even that bad. He won the 2022 race. He won the 2023 race. He's got so I don't think stages really matter for the 11 at this track.
For those first 30 laps, didn't take long at all. It went by in a blink.
Pit stops.
Hamlin's gonna become the greatest Pocono driver ever.
Stage 2. A little delayed, but so far so good.
No.
Live in the Poconos. We're glad you're along for the ride.
All right, so Giants lead 2-1 now. So the 8th inning for the Mariners finished being up 14-6, which is insane. Meanwhile, every score is the same. Rockies up 4-2, Brewers up 9-6. Oh, home run. 2-run home run. The Twins are now down 9-8 now. It's going to be a close one. Alright. I needed to be more wind, bro. Oh shit. No. I need to ask Blake, what is his... Oh, the race is back on. Or it's not back on, it's just... We're going to... I don't know.
F1 the movie in theaters and IMAX June 27th, rated PG-13. And by Verizon Frontline. Stage 1 complete. Let's go to Kim Coon.
Yeah, we talk about compromise with the three corners here at Pocono. That's the case for Tyler Reddick. He said, I'm really loose.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Oh my god, it's so hot, bro. It's so hot in here.
They will take 2 cans of Sunoco fuel and put fresh tires on that Toyota. Trevor.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe was
What do you want in the 11? God damn it!
about to change after they put rubber down during that run.
Alright, here we go. I kind of started it a little bit too early, but here's the pit stop.
It's going to be quick, though, he says.
Marcus told Scott Graves, Trevor, that fire speed was so good. He just got 2 on throttle in turns 2.
They're waiting on fuel, and he's fine. It was around a 13 point some second. 13.5 maybe, I don't know. But Busher won off pit road. How about that?
Of those who pitted, Chris Buescher wins the race off pit road.
Very anxious to see if it was just a fast stop or if they waited.
Alright, Busher, Hamlin, Jones, Elliott, Logano, Briscoe, Smith, Bowman. Top 8 off pit road. 8 drivers stayed out though, so we're going to see a whole different lineup and some strategies. I think those 8 cars did pit before the stage ends, so yeah. Can no tweets happen? That's goddamn. I can't wait for the AC to come back on. Then my brother asked if we could stay over at someone's house because of how hot it is here. I fell asleep, then woke up, then fell asleep, then woke up like 5 times. It was awful, it was brutal. WWE is keeping an eye on the situation in the Middle East, but as of right now, there are no plans to move SmackDown. I'm not 50. Wait, this is instrumental. Why does it have music? Or why does it have lyrics? Okay. Amazing music. Agreed. Let Denny cook. Absolutely. I saw that at Walmart when I was out of town. I saw the Oreos of Selena Gomez. I'm like, what the hell? That's real? Nice. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Why? Jade's winning because WWE does that stupid thing where they spoil it. Let's go, Cody. No! He mispronounced Intercontinental. Oh my god.
This relief lap is sponsored by National
Oh,
Debt Relief. When
that's a little bit
debts
concerning.
are National Debt Relief,
BK flipped the stage. Chris earned stage points.
It's his lap back here at Pocono.
Today's national. Okay, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna.
Well, Double A, we had our first caution-free stage here at Pocono in the next gen era.
That's an insane stat. There was no wrecks in the entire stage.
Our last rookie of the year, 2024 host of our You Have Your Eye on, Carl.
Yeah, when we heard the drivers talking about how their cars were balanced, Busher was running Denny down. He said it got too loose, right? It's really treacherous here. Denny said balance was great, but a little too loose. We saw Carson Hocevar, I think, is a save of the year. Came off at turn 3.
Save of the year. That's kind of bold, but it might be true. I can't lie. His roof flaps came up. That's how fast that car was going. If there was no wall, then he would have flipped over.
In any type of car, but these cars especially, Court.
Man, in every lap.
That's kind of concerning, low key. If his car slid with the roof flaps deployed, if there was no wall there, he would have flipped over for sure. If he was a few inches off that wall, he would have flipped, bro. Oh my goodness. It's kind of incredible, but scary. So let's see what we can find here in this second stage. Hope the AC can come back.
Obviously control the race. William Byron coming up to the field. Brad Keselowski running well. Lots of changes.
We're on lap 35, so we're going to be restarting lap 36. I wonder where the 11 is right now.
You heard it from Carl Edwards. Denny Hamlin won stage 1. Will restart 8th in stage 2. Sounds like Double A. Brad Keselowski's going to inherit the lead here.
Yeah, another driver that's experienced success here at Pocono. Brad, a winner, 4-time runner-up. Also, one thing to pay off, speeding for Kyle Busch in that cyclist stop.
I was about to mention that. I think I forgot to mention the Kyle Busch penalty.
It's going to restart just outside the top 15. So the tire changer is going to wait on fuel. Priority fuel. So you wait. And then he gets a little tripped up.
Priority is fuel, okay.
Man's foot, gun changes. Then he goes to tight, goes to loose, and comes back. Car's full. But it was just really interesting to me how you talk about the choreography. Normally,
I want to see the restarting lineup. I can't lie. I want to see. 8 drivers stayed out. The 2 lap cars stayed out, and yeah, one of them got the free pass. One of them got the free pass. The other one is still a lap down. So the 6 cars that did pit, they're in the front of the field now. Ty Gibbs is leading. So here comes me. Gibbs first, Keselowski in second, Custer in third, Hocevar in fourth, Bell in fifth. It looks like that's Nemechek in sixth. I didn't see any of the other drivers in the top 10. I know Buscher's in seventh, Hamlin's in eighth. I think that's Jones in ninth and Elliott 10th. We're back racing for stage number 2. Keselowski takes the lead. I just forgot. Okay. But green flag back on in the air. Wouldn't be surprised if we see our first wreck of the day here. I don't know, but Keselowski got a really big push on the outside. The outside lane really got going on that restart. Here they come into turn number 1. Keselowski's clear. He's going to run away with it. Hocevar gets to second. Meanwhile, somebody stacked up the middle lane. I think that was Buscher. Everyone just trying to fan out to the outside lane, trying to get some draft. 4 wide in the back straightaway heading into the tunnel turn. Oh, Buscher nearly caused a 15-car pileup right there. Still trying to get organized, especially in the back of the field. I would be so scared running in the back of that field, knowing that at any point 20 cars could wreck, and I would be in it. I would be so scared. Keselowski leads as the top 10 are mostly organized. Although outside lane is preferred going down the straightaways so you can get draft, but it's not preferred in the corners. Here they come in at turn number 1. The 11 gets past the 99 of Suarez. That's for 6th. Hamlin, he just might be the best car here. I can't lie. Even, I don't know for sure if this tire fell off. But even if there is, it looks like Hamlin's been the best car. Because he was catching Suarez, who was on fresher tires. So yeah. Could be a reasonable explanation for that, though. Brendan Poole is the only car a lap down. Cody Ware's back on lead lap after the game because he got the free pass. So yeah, 36 cars on lead lap. All 37 of them still racing in this one. Here they come down the front straightaway. Here they come on lap 8. Oops. I put 778. That's... Right. Hocevar half a second back. Keselowski has the new fastest lap now. Pretty nice to see there as Denny Hamlin gets 5th behind Cole Custer, or in front of Cole Custer. Here's William Byron, who was another fast car on track. He gained 14 spots on that first stage, starting from 33rd. He's currently 12th right now, behind Eric Jones and Chris Buescher, battling for the final top 10 spot. Oh my gosh, he has a big run coming down the long straightaway. Oh, he had to let off early, though, going into the tunnel turn.
And you're trusting that car on the inside, not to get loose, not to jump up the racetrack. Butcher always into the outside wall, off corner exit of the tunnel. Again,
Here they come into 3, Byron.
trusting this guy on the inside, not to get loose, not to push up into your door.
Down to 145. Now coming down the front straightaway.
Here it comes. That's what I was waiting for. Front straightaway, they're side by side. And the 24 is going to pounce. Instead, Eric Jones slides in line. Byron rides 12. After starting in the back.
His speed, 198. Oh my goodness. 198 miles an hour going into turn number 1. This car, yeah, it's not meant to go 200. The older cars mostly kind of did. I mean, if we went Michigan racing, the top they would go was 210. In this car, it's nearly impossible to go 200 nowadays. Although in this track, it seems like it could get there. Michigan, it's easy to get there though, because Michigan, the top they've gone in this generation of car, 207, 208. Michigan's a really fast track as well, so yeah. Although with this track and the long straightaways and the draft, you could easily hit 200 at any given point of the race. The entire field is single file. Although once they get into the turns, that's when they start battling side by side because, well, you don't want to get aero blocked at a track like this. Here's the playoff. Bubba Keselowski's the leader, which knocks Bowman out of the playoffs. Actually, I think Keselowski no, he's not even in. Never mind. So Keselowski is currently in because he's leading the race right now. That knocks Bowman out of the chase, or of the top 16. So who is this? This is Christopher Bell. He's in 10th right now, behind Daniel Suarez, who's in 9th.
Spots since Adam
He's in
mentioned
4th.
a moment ago. He is up to the 4th position. You know, Steve mentioned 2025 NASCAR. I think when fans hear the crew chiefs talking about fuel strategy, they think it's more of an end of the race thing. But in this day and age of NASCAR, it starts right from the start of the race. There was a conversation between Hamlin and his crew chief, Chris Gale.
So I didn't see him nod, but I went and he said go. Yep, you were right. I was anticipating, I was trying not to lose the 17, but the 17 did not wait on fuel. We were really close. We may just barely not got it fully full, but it's close.
So, Steve, that time difference we were talking about on pit road was less than 2 seconds, but every second counts in today's NASCAR, to your point.
So basically,
Especially at a track like this where Pocono is very fuel dependent, where Pocono is very fuel dependent. At a track like this, every second of the stop matters. If it's 14 seconds or 15, that's a really good thing. If it's 8, that's not good because you didn't put enough fuel in. So we'll see how this goes. I love these types of races. We saw the same thing at Michigan a couple weeks ago. The fuel mileage race. Who was the one who had the most? Who was the one that was running out? Ultimately, it ended up being Denny Hamlin who had the most fuel and ended up winning the race. Could it be the same thing here? We'll see in about an hour and a half. Red Sox up 3-2 now. They just took the lead back. Twins down 9-8 in the top of the 9th inning. Everything is basically the same. What was that? Someone, because I have my window open, so. Famous little painters. Bronner's Bennett. Oh, we got a caution! Oh, of course it's Riley Harris, man. Of course it is. Oh, we got a caution. We got a caution. Of course it's Riley Herbst, man. Are we surprised?
For Riley Herbst, we got the monster on board here. You see him pulling his car away 26th when he had the problem.
I wonder what was going through the mind of Hamlin and Jordan that brought him up here to this.
Riley off into turn one. Now shift. Loaded the right front tire. Big shot.
We're in the wall hard here, guys.
And you have to wonder, we don't see many right front tire failures. You have to wonder if there was something that created an issue. Was there a contact with the wall?
If you call me weirdo. Gosh, the 2020 version of that song is horrible. Most weird vocalization I've ever heard in my life. So luckily, I'm not allowed to leak the song, so.
I mean, we talk about just some turn one at Pocono. I've seen some of the biggest wrecks. So
We're keeping it vaulted.
out of the race, it's unfortunate, but good situation. It could have been worse if it blew up at different times. Still a pretty decent.
Sorry.
We see some vicious wrecks down there in turn one.
Yeah, that's probably the scariest entry to any corner in NASCAR because you're carrying so much speed, and we've seen some bad accidents, brake failures. Think about Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, several in recent memory, and it's been happening to Pocono since this place has been around. So just a really tough corner. You see that happen, you have to block it out. All the other drivers have to say, hey man, this not going to be me today. Pit road's going to stay closed, so we'll get a break in on Friday.
Which version of Weirdo is the best one? Obviously, Everyday Life. I haven't heard the Milo's Alexa one. I haven't heard anything else. Ooh, the Cubs game is about to end. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let me just check notifications real quick. Yes, we're gonna escape. Among Us. Haven't heard that game in a while. Have you met your soulmate? No! Oh my god, it's Kurt! Good. Okay. Oh my gosh, you're funny as well. And he's the only one. Has the game not ended yet? Is it stuck or what?
Shift into overdrive with movies that are right in your lane. Screen hits like Air.
Okay, watch. If I just go to the app right now, it's over. Yep, it's over. Mariners win.
Song Prime.
I love the name of the freaking event. The Great American Getaway.
We got some takers on the pit lane.
Not really a win.
I'm barely American.
Teams having to wait on fuel on the last pit stop. If you put a little fuel in here, Kim, you shouldn't have to wait on the next.
Why did he say killing that? You have to put more fuel in here, Kim.
Doesn't necessarily put us in our window, but it gives us more flexibility later in the race. You see Alex Bowman.
How are we on lap 16 already?
Right sides and fuel.
Kim, if it were to go green from here with 50 laps to go in stage 2, Chris Buescher could not make it to the end of the stage. However, with a couple cautions, you never know. They might be able to make it to the end of the stage. There's no great takes the call to come down for 4 fresh Goodyear tires. They did not wait on fuel last time. They get it full and maybe can make it to the end with a little help from some cautions.
This is like call stop for.
Looks like Bowman came, is the first one off the road. I don't think Keselowski pitted, so. They're gonna go back to commercial yet again. That's fine. That's what I mean. Oh, I just hate cautions because they just take a long time. I already hated freaking stage cautions. I just don't like when natural cautions come out in addition to stage cautions. I'm okay with regular cautions, but like stage cautions waste time. It could have been around like lap 60 right now if they didn't have the stage 1 caution. Just have the racing go natural, honestly. Why does Dom get all the women, bro? Oh my god. What is my dad watching? What did Blake say? Okay, he said the square one we remake. Waiting in line has not even leaked. It's probably Shiver, but Drift is fine. Zurich is not even heard of. Lucas is literally the instrumental. Weirdo is that's not the version. I wonder if in my notes app, I wonder if it put me. Stupid thing to say. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm kidding. Okay, the top of the ninth is already over for the Brewers game.
Amazon Music Original by John Fogerty and Eric Church. Scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen to add this song to your playlist. Available to stream only on Amazon Music. You're watching NASCAR Cup Series racing from Pocono, presented by Dish. Second caution of the day.
Wild scene on pit road.
I haven't listened to the Weirdo Music of the Spheres version in such a long time because I never liked it. Holy son of a gun, dude!
Right in the upper torso.
Someone got hurt.
Tire changer for the 88, JP Keeley.
88 hit somebody.
He's taken some hits before, but this right here, that is a vicious.
Oh my gosh, the tire just whipped up into him. He fell, he's fine, he's fine.
He grabs the gun and gets up and finishes the stop. You want to talk about top.
Damn, what a good man, oh my god.
Yeah, Richie.
Very dangerous job on pit road these guys are doing. These guys are warriors.
His rib is just a little bit sore. He's trying to catch his breath a bit. Obviously, that caught him off guard there as the tire came flying into the stall.
I mean, that's just
Very unfortunate. Hopefully, luckily, it wasn't anything bad. That could have been a lot worse, man. These pit guys are warriors.
We talk about that.
These picker guys are warriors. What they do every week is dangerous as hell, especially last week because the way they're pitting was abnormal.
I don't know about you, Adam, but I don't really want to go stand on the side of the interstate 60 miles an hour. That's really what
I wouldn't want to either. That's what these guys are doing.
and they're looking up and they're trying to get in their stall and just there's a lot of commotion. Thankfully, it happens right a lot of the time, and it's just a really scary reminder of just how.
I think AJ's back down pit road, yeah. AJ's just topping off on fuel. He might have gotten penalized, so that's why he's doing it there.
And everybody's toes were lined up for one to go, coming to the tunnel turn up here.
How many laps do we have? Oh, never mind. I'll check like right now. Hold on.
By Logitech G, the official
There's 12 doctors saying get out of here, noon. Gosh, damn, I hate him.
right here with Denny Hamlin. Won the opening stage, has led 32 laps today. Let's get a report.
Lap 48, we're 57 minutes in.
Into that last caution, Adams. Here's what Scott Graves told his driver.
Alright, I know that was a hit there, but it's going to help us later in the stage. It's going to help us do some things here later. We're just a couple laps short from making the stage. Understand?
So, Steve, if you're sitting in Scott Graves' seat, what is the nerves like right now? Knowing you have one of the best cars, but you're going to restart 22nd.
Well, this is the concern, right? This is you could call all the strategies you want. You need your driver to do the best he can in the restarts, but this is where the kind of the wheels can come off. No wrongdoing of your own. Like, Buescher has no choice. He's stuck at the top. He's going to fire off down into turn one and just hope all of these cars in front of him play nice.
Get the restart with 47 laps to
And
go.
coming back to green here.
Keselowski hosts a
Back to green, we're on lap 19 of the stage. Green flag. Good run by Keselowski. Kind of got a little bit of a jump there on that restart. Oh boy.
red car poking out.
See how this goes. Keselowski though. Who is that? The 11th and 3rd. Oh, that's Hocevar. I was about to say that. That looked like Blaney. Oh my god. Hamlin ahead of Gibbs. How many Gibbs cars in the top 10? I have no idea. Then he's side drafting the 54 of Gibbs. Oh my Elliott. Oh my, everybody's fanning out like crazy here. The 11 underneath the 54. Chastain to the inside of his teammate with a big push from Tyler Reddick. 3 wide between Hamlin, Gibbs, and Byron now. Oh, someone up the track. The 11 messed up. Took Gibbs with him. Damn. Really unfortunate there. He can bounce back, though. He has been the fastest car all day. So we'll see. Nemechek's trying to take advantage on the bottom of him with about 46 laps to go. We'll see.
See Briscoe looking out back there. Just a reminder, William Byron that just at the third start.
Ham Larson's just not performing at all in this one.
Qualifying. Can't say enough about this 24 car so far.
Biggest mover since the start of the race, like the entire race. In the 50 laps we've run so far, it's Byron. He's gotten 30 spots. Meanwhile, Barry's gotten 17. That's cool, I guess. Barry started like 33rd, 34th, maybe? I don't know. Chase Elliott gonna get ahead of Ty Gibbs. No kidding. Almost clear. The 11 already drove away from the 54, so I think the 11 might have screwed up the 54's run there. With the way he came out the track, I don't know. 45 to go though. Keselowski, Hocevar, Hamlin, and Elliott in top 5. Gibbs, Nemechek, Custer, and Logano and Bell in the top 10. Running out the top 10 here. Where's Larson at? Because I have not seen him all race. Or I've seen him like mostly running mid-pack. He's in 16th. Larson almost won one of the races here, and then... Oh! Contact with him and his teammate of the 41. Nemechek gonna go underneath Ty Gibbs here.
Gibbs is probably getting pretty frustrated right now with this 42 car. Here comes Cole Custer.
Gibbs in 6th now. Got a push from Custer. He's clear of the 42 in the tunnel turn. Actually, no, that's turn 3, my bad.
Because they qualified great yesterday. They're paying it off.
They kill off the 3.
And both of them coming on top 10 finishes in Mexico City. They're checking. Custer side by side, slowing each other
Oh boy.
Comes the 22, Logano. Gonna draft up all these guys into the corner. Gonna try to find the clean air. Again, very patient, eases down in the corner. Knows it's dirty. Now he can throttle up. That 41 did the dirty air, so the 22 knows that he can get to the inside here.
With side drafts as well.
Look at this side draft.
Underneath him,
You have to be aggressive.
Logano.
That quarter panel.
Very good side drafting. Got around him quickly. Jones now in 10th. Nice. You have both legacy cars running in the top 10 once again. I think last week was only one of them that did that. But it has been pretty good for the past, ever since the Prime debut. It's been pretty good running for Eric Jones. As here's Bell on 11th here, almost scraped the wall off 3. Hamlin up to 3rd now. Got past William Byron. 197, 198. Oh, almost 203. Almost. Dives to the bottom of turn number 1 here. Coming down the straightaway. Ooh, 3 wide. AJ, Bubba, and Austin. What's that for? Oh, 28? That's for 26. What happened there? Where's Cody Ware at? He's probably the last of these guys. There's Wallace.
When that car wouldn't start to qualify, we were sitting on board with it, and you saw Bubba bang the steering wheel in frustration. He wasn't mad at his team. He was frustrated because he's done this enough to know this is what it was going to look like. Right? You have a good qual. Now, if you're William Byron, probably top 3 car in the field, he's driven up the 4th. But if you're just an okay, or even a good car, just not a great car, good car, I'm sure Bubba Wallace is, it's so hard to put your way out. I call it the black hole back here. You just can't get any traction.
Now we get another dish pit road.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, Alex Bowman running in the 19th position after Blake Harris brought him down during that lap 45 caution. They took right sides and fuel to get them in a better fuel window. But how about this luck? They took the tires off after they changed it, and as they were checking the tires, they realized, unbeknownst to them, they had a right side tire going down before that caution. They had no idea.
Oh, and Wallace does have a tire going down.
They were able to avoid disaster.
23, Bubba Wallace has an issue, a right side tire. Is this a theme for today?
I don't know. That's a good question. This one has contact, which is first, right? Tire or wall, we don't know. Window net already down. You can tell he has had, like, his frustration is peaked on this 23 car.
Trying to drive it down pit road, caution's out.
Radio unplugged already. Look at this.
It took some time, but we do get our 3rd caution of the day. Immediately you look at the points. It's plus 57 coming in, plus
Damn.
now 15 on our leaderboard. Said he didn't have much track position. He was 27 when he had his problem. And let's see. On the outside of Chris Buescher, down the straightaway.
Oh, flat.
Yeah.
Tire's flat.
Another right front tire. Similar to Hurst.
I was going to say T-Bar.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hold it up there, man. Hold it up there.
The emotion in his voice, as he can tell that right front tire is blowing, and there's no control. The car is going to go straight. Whichever is in front of you is what you're going to hit. You can hear the emotion in his voice.
You can hear it just go down.
This is going to be painful. That's what you face when you come to Pocono.
That is such a...
What the caution come on in? How much debris was there?
I mean, that is a hard hit right there. You see Bubba out of the car, walking by his teammate, the 35, also a right front. We didn't know if he had run over something, but, you know, it could be two cut tires. You know, we just heard from Kim that the 48 had a cut right side as well. Maybe there's some debris out there these guys are getting into, but just, you know, not the trend. Whatever the cause, not the trend you're looking for. If you're Reddick, you're the 3rd 20.
Wallace is walking past a lot of stuff right here.
On the radio that the other 2 have both cut right front tires. That doesn't make the scariness of Pocono get any better.
I just go to the highs and lows of racing at this level. And Bubba Wallace had had 3 straight finishes outside the top 30. You get concerned. Last 3 weeks, inside the top dozen. Felt like they had regained the momentum. Today, and like Steve said, it kind of all began yesterday when they couldn't make a qualifying run. And and now he's out of the race.
All right.
Just about the midway point of our second stage at Pocono.
Oh gosh.
Race leader.
Damn. Smack that wall. So Astros are up now 8-5 in the top of the 6th inning against the Angels. Red Sox up 5-4 in the top of the 6th against the Giants. Brewers win 9-8 against the Twins. Rockies win 4-2 against the Diamondbacks. The Guardians are up 3-0 against the Athletics. The Dodgers are losing 3-0 against the Nationals in the bottom of the 6th. And the Royals are leading 2-0 against the Padres in the top of the 7th as well. You only have one more game that's later on tonight. That's for Sunday Night Baseball. And then the news is a band. All that shit. Just listen to that. What is the vocal mixing on this? My goodness. Is that actually Cody? Oh, it is Cody. Is 2 Keys 25 worth buying? I don't know. I didn't buy it.
Keselowski pitting, pit road closed. Trevor, mistakes you just cannot make with track position.
That's exactly right, Stephen. They called it open to Brad, and he came down pit road. Right when he got on pit road, they called it trick play, hoist, whatever that is. And then as soon as he hit pit road, they realized it. They said 4 tires.
Oh, I mean, you're going to see some frustration. Look, confusion, frustration, head shaking, disappointment. And Jeremy Bowles.
Okay. I want to die. This heat is pissing me off right now. I want to die. And that's open my window more. God damn it.
It is a long grind with 103 laps for the 6th.
We got some more looks at the replay from the 45 car, Bubba Wallace off of the tunnel. We think we know exactly why this failure happened.
Yeah, so we take a little look here. All right here. Yeah, there you go. Look at that right there. That shiny piece. This piece right here is what I'm looking at. I believe that's a part of a brake rotor. So Dale, you and I talked
Well,
about
brake rotor inside, that's what cut it down.
Or if it was when he stepped on the brakes, but it looks to me that the brake rotor has come apart. A flat tire is not going to explode the rotor. Now, if this would have been after he hit the wall, you know, you could be on the brakes when you hit the wall. That would break a rotor. But, you know, the cause and the effect, the brake rotor looks first. And then the third 2311 car had this conversation about brakes.
Yeah, the only good news is our brake temps were a lot lower than theirs in practice. So we're just going to have to go to as much rear brake as you can stand. But I'll be honest, that's not going to keep it from happening. I don't know that. Their rotor temps were a lot higher. Something like it. They were almost 400 degrees hot.
And so you can hear the worry in the driver's voice, concern about his fate. Is he going to have that same situation of Chance he goes. Now pit road is open. Here they are, Trevor.
Carson Hocevar coming down pit road from the lead now after Brad Keselowski pitted earlier. They're debating
I'm gonna go on Denny to stop right here.
material we saw come up when he got loose earlier in the race. 24 cars right behind him. They're working on that as well. And the 16 just now gave the report to Brad that they're going to get a penalty when they saw everybody else coming down pit road.
Trevor pitting with 37 to go in stage 2. These teams can make it to the end of the stage. Chase Elliott flexing the muscle here in stage 2 to the corner.
2 tires, 6.6 for Denny Hamlin.
This car definitely tighter in traffic, especially turns 1 and 3.
Hamlin, Blaney, Chastain, Nemechek, Zane Smith, Larson, Freeze, Hocevar in the top 10. 10 drivers did stay out though. Oh, so Keselowski did come down. Bruh. The percussion loop for like the extra 10, 13 seconds, 15. So Keselowski came down on a closed pit road. Interesting. Costly miscommunication for that 6 car. Oops. Brad just put while pit road is closed. Don deadass is the luckiest guy in this race. This is the next target you being warned? No, I'm not. Hamilton was trying to fake out Keselowski too. That's insane. That's crazy.
Big news here at Pocono Raceway. Race leader Brad Keselowski came to pit road while it was closed. Jeremy Bullets did not hear the pits were still closed. After they pitted, they thought they were just the only ones to take it to pit road. Then they realized they had a penalty. Listen into the conversation.
Not sure what happened there. There was a lot of people talking about going. Head down, run our race here. A good chance just comes right back to us.
Your reaction, Steve?
I mean, it's shocking to me. Look, it's easy to do on radios for simple communication of two guys saying you can't really hear either at times. So,
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
it's hard to make. It's an easy mistake to make. We've seen some of the best teams, best drivers make it, but this is a place it is going to be costly for the 6 car.
All Penske front row for the restart.
Alright, here we go. Green flag. Back up in the air. We're back underway. This is going to take a while, isn't it? We're green, though. Back underway. Logano leads us down into turn number 1. Someone pulled way out of line. I think that was a 4. Maybe one of Chastain. That was the Chastain car. Oh, they're 5 wide. This is not going to be good. Jones. Oh, he barely clears on the bottom lane. Hocevar gets ahead. Does not want to be a part of that 4 wide group right there. They're all trying to fan out.
Away with the lead.
It's a mess back there in the
It's a real mess back there, definitely. Is that Ty Dillon? No, that's Ricky Stenhouse. Almost caused a huge wreck by just swiping across from Keselowski. Or from Cindric, sorry. Gets third out of that move. Barry falls to 6th. Logano, the leader.
Every restart they make it through turn 1, I'm shocked. I'm surprised. I just can't believe they can't figure it out.
And I hold my breath for Denny Hamlin because he's had such a good race car. But when you make those
Danny Hamlin's in 12th right now. He's on the outside.
it's always so dangerous.
Dirty air is really going to hurt him. So there you go, lap 32 of the stage. I think we're almost halfway done through this stage. Oh, gosh. It's kind of close. The 11 going to take a move on the one of Chastain. This is for 10th. Haley's in 9th. Pretty nice there.
Trying to get back in the top 10.
Yeah, Chastain fell all the way to 13th, it looks like. Oh, goodness.
Complicated. It's all gonna
Down the back straightaway now.
goes on. But you want to be the front of your group, right? So when you look at guys who pitted, Kosovar is the first of that lap 58 group. He's kind of running his own race up there in 5th. Hamlin next back there in 10th. On the left-hand side, you see the last lap you pitted. Just put them in categories. If the number's the same...
So here's Byron in 18th, getting past Larson and Nemechek.
Running aboard with Byron here. Down into turn 3. Here the
Lifted a little bit extra off of 3.
to get off this corner and make a good run.
Although Larson got a good run off of it. He got 16th because he passed Nemechek. Denny Hamlin going to get a move on Briscoe now for 9th. And I think this is Haley. Great. And it is. Hamlin gets in. Hamlin's moving. He has not lost a step
There's a look back off turn 1.
in this entire race so far.
Kosovar 5th.
Now Bowman passes Logano. Like either Bowman had that big of a run or something happened to Joey. I don't know, but Alex Bowman takes the lead. How about that? He'll take the lead into the tunnel turn and now going into turn 3. 3 tenths ahead of Joey.
Hey, with him leading, I mean, it makes me
Pretty cool to see there.
in that gutty performance he had.
He does have a win in this track. That was in 2021. The first race. That's pretty cool.
Adam Joey Logano sitting in 2nd. So Steve counted 2 strategies. Let's add a 3rd. These guys last pitted on lap 32. Checked in with Paul Wolfe. He said cannot even come close to making it to the end of the stage. They'll pit with about 8 or 10 laps to go. But Steve, Paul told me, he said, I was shocked. More teams did not stay on the racetrack. Just a handful did.
I think a lot of teams on pit road are committed to 4 stops. They have to be in certain windows of the race, and that lap 55 yellow.
So 4 stops throughout the entire race. Okay.
They've just decided, when you look at history, 4 stops, runs inside the top 5, very, very consistently. So until somebody proves it wrong, I'm just going to do what they did last time.
You get in a rhythm in this race, and you think you kind of figured it out, and you can see the future.
Logano over half a second back. Meanwhile, here's mid pack or mid teen or in the mid top 10.
Just grows and grows from there because everyone's playing off of their last move.
31 to go.
300 starts to crew chief. It all thought it was
Keselowski in 24th. He still has a fast lap of the race.
you really
As you have 35 cars still on the lead lap, Wallace and Herbst are both out of the race. Really bad day for 23-11 so far. Where's Reddick at? Reddick is not even top 20. Interesting there. It's probably 24th? 23rd? Reddick's not even top 30. Reddick's probably 33rd right now.
I'm looking away. I don't think I can watch it.
Hocevar, since the restart, has gotten 15 spots. Blaney's gotten 10. Jones got 9. Reddick's in 33rd. Wow. Horrible day for 23-11. Oh my goodness.
I think this is Hocevar. I want to believe this is Hocevar being patient, saying, you know what? I used up any goodwill last week.
Might not be in a real hurry to get around 47 and have him on his back bumper. 77's been great today on speed, good on tires when you compare him to the guy in front of him, but as we've talked about, recent history would suggest patience is the way to play here, Trevor.
Stenhouse running 3rd.
Keyword on his radio, guys, is low risk. They keep reminding him not to take too many chances. But on that last restart, he was 19th taking the green, was able to get the 5th by the exit of turn 1. Guys, that seems a little risky to me.
Well, I agree.
Who was? They're talking about Hocevar. Yeah, they're talking about Hocevar.
77. They're 77 versus most of the field, and then 77 around the field.
Damn. It's a 77, the 11, and the 24 who are the 3 fastest on this one. In recent races, though, like, look at this.
Don't think he can afford a third.
He lost, Hocevar lost the engine running 2nd in the Coke tunnel. He finished 2nd at Nashville, though, so that's pretty good. He was gonna win though, it looked like.
Straightaway, you're just going to push that lead car away.
And then in Michigan,
The draft has
he was leading late in the race, and then I think a tire blew out for him, so ruined it. And then he had the feud with Stenhouse last week. Oh shoot! Wait a minute. He spun him at Nashville. He spun him in Mexico. What is Stenhouse gonna do to him right here?
going to go to Mexico. Carson misses the corner, runs over to 47, and Stenhouse has had enough.
Stenhouse was pissed when he went to Hosevar's car.
This is, you know, pick on part like a lot of young drivers. This is not a new story. We see,
Barry was just. I remember Barry was right there just watching it happen.
you know, I think paying a little bit of the penalty here. He's gonna have to run really smart around 47. Now, what I will say though is of the different groups I mentioned,
I wonder what Stenhouse will do to him, because I think at this point Hosevar does deserve it.
Carson's so much quicker.
He leaked the Chicagoland return. I'm kidding. He doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve like to get wrecked or like. But I feel like Stenhouse should pay him back. I'm not saying Hosevar deserves it, but I'm saying Stenhouse should pay him back for those.
Right, here's an opportunity. Stenhouse gets tight.
Stenhouse got tight. Can Hosevar get around him cleanly though? That's the thing. If he spins him again, Hosevar's gonna punch him. Or if he wrecks him for it, Stenhouse is gonna punch him on pit road. He punched Kyle Busch in the All-Star race, and that race did not mean anything.
Pocono, the runner-up. Stenhouse third, then it's Hosevar. Steve said the best of those that came down pit road at lap 58.
Hosevar is like literally losing progress on him. He's running part of the turn 3 though. He's 149. Bowman is 1 second ahead. As Hamlin's still in 8th.
Slowly getting his way back through the field.
That is true.
Right on board with Greg Keselowski.
One of the 11 can get back to the front before the stage ends. Since that restart, Keselowski's gotten 13 spots. Blaney's gotten 12. Keselowski's back up in like the top 15. I'm pretty sure. Actually, he's not. I'm lying. He's in 16th right now. Actually, no, in 17th. Probably 18th. Yeah, he's in 18th. He's not behind Byron. I know that. He's probably in 18th. 19th, maybe. I don't know. Blaney's got 14 spots. He just gained 2 just right now. Oh, he's in 20th. Blaney's in 21st. Sick. Whoa, what the hell happened here? Big cluster of cars heading into the tunnel turn. Actually, no, this is turn 3. Big cluster of cars. Larson, Chastain, Byron. Who's that green car? That's Zane Smith, I'm pretty sure, with Nemechek. 26 to go. This is certainly interesting right here. So I think Bowman, Logano, Stenhouse, they need to come down, and Cindric, and Barry, so that's 5. They need to come down before the stage even ends. So around, what, with 10 to go, and with about 10 to go, they're going to come back down. So yeah, different strategies here, you love to see it. Although I just wish cautions wouldn't come out so they can ruin it. Cautions wouldn't come out. I wish that would not happen. So some debris flew into the catch fence there. I remember seeing on Twitter I remember seeing clips on Twitter recently like they had to put a catch fence because Casey Kane's wreck almost flew over the wall in 2010. Yeah, that's funny. It's not funny, but like it's pretty cool to reminisce on, I guess. Brendan Poole is 4 seconds off the pace. Wow, how is he still racing? He's like Chris Wright in the Cup Series. I'm kidding. Cody Ware is though.
Junior, remember this is part 2 of Ryan Blaney coming through the field. Started at the back of the field today because they had to change a starter before the race. Raced his way all the way up to the top 10, and then after that speeding penalty, he had to restart all the way back in the 35th position, now up to 20th. So Junior, I'm curious, because Blaney has already done it today in these conditions, in this car, does that maybe help him a little bit on this run to have a little more knowledge of how to get through the field and make passes?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you find yourself in traffic and you find what makes your car work, where your car works really good, how to put runs together, what's the best place. You know, every car drives different, handles different on each end of the racetrack. Now you know, all right, my car's strong right through here. Through turn 3, I'm going to make most of my passes right here. Blaney gets another one.
24 to go in the stage. Bowman leads. How about that?
24 to go, stage 2. Logano, Stenhouse, Hosevar, Cindric, the top 5.
Talk about it. How about that? Dodgers up 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Damn, they were down 3-0. Everything else still the same. Astros still up 8-5 in the top of the 7th. Red Sox up 5-4 in the bottom of the 7th against the Giants. Guardians up 3-0 against the Athletics in the top of the 8th, and then you have Royals up 2-0. Holy no. Jaguars are signing Travis Hunter to I don't even care for all those numbers. Carson Hosevers. Oh, someone's on the wall. Caution. God damn it. Is he spilling shit all over the track or no? Not throwing it. They're gonna probably throw it. Yeah, caution's up now. Oh man, if that tire comes apart, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna lose it. I think they're gonna let him go down pit road. I don't know yet. Josh Berry's down per road, so I think the cycle's starting early now. That tire has not shredded yet. I feel like he should take the little access road. Yeah, he should. Oh boy, I'm just curious if there would be a caution or not. We'll see.
Back in Pocono, let's do our FanDuel race update. Here are the numbers, Steve.
Hamlin has the best odds to win this one.
Favorite before continues to be the favorite, plus 230, a little under 2.5 times your money. If you thought he was the guy to bet right now, as we see Briscoe on pit road. I think this.
Yeah, Hosevar is racing like if he passes. Oh.
Limping around the racetrack, and they're wondering if that's going to bring out a yellow. 71's on pit road now, so this tire didn't come off the 71. I really think that was the call for the 19, which I love the gamble. Let's see what happens to the 71. A contact here, and then it just goes down.
Oh, the tire just blows itself.
You wondered if another issue with the brakes, Trevor.
Just blew.
Reported some brake shake for a couple laps there before it finally exploded. When the crew chief asked him,
More braking issues. Oh god.
exploded there in the third one. We've seen that a lot, Steve, and you mentioned the faster speeds. That requires a little more brake on entry, right?
Exactly. So this Goodyear tire has a little bit more grip, a little bit more quarter speed. So I think the overall faster speed you have to get on the brakes. And if we take a look at the wind down the front stretch, it is a tailwind. So when you're
Oh no, someone gets spun. There's gonna be a flip. I'm kidding.
I mean, faster than you ever would pushing into the wind, right? It's just easier with tailwind. Everybody's gone out for a jog or been on a bicycle. They get that concept. Well, also, when you lift off the gas, that tailwind doesn't want it to slow down as much. So you're using more brake pressure at already one of the toughest corners there are. And these guys, it's a really awkward racetrack. We talk about it all weekend. Well, it's even awkward mechanically. Now we've seen multiple cars with brake issues, and we have yet to reach.
With 19 to go, Bowman.
To go, stage 2. Let's hear from Bubba Wallace. Kim caught up with him moments ago.
Bubba Wallace out of the care center after what looked like a tire issue, but then on closer inspection, maybe the root cause of brake rotor. What kind of feedback were you getting from the car?
None. I was gonna battle 17 into 2, and by the time I was ready to touch the pedal, it just went to the floor, so brakes exploded. So I hate it. 2-3 good races in a row, then here we go with the bad luck again. But hey, MJ told me there's no such thing as bad luck, so we create our own luck. And apologize to the racing gods. This weekend sucked, aside from practice, but that pays nothing. Hate it for my guys. Hate it for McDonald's. We knew it was going to be a grind. And I was mentally prepared for that all day. It's frustrating
Caution.
here to not be able to pass here at Pocono. We were just going to take our lumps and march our way through and set ourselves up for the end of the race. And brakes didn't want us to hang around that long.
With it being a brake issue as the root cause, do you think your teammate Tyler Reddick should be concerned?
Race your own race. Don't worry about the things you can't control, pal.
And while they were talking there, you saw caution flag is out 4 times today. Debris on the front straightaway. Yeah, the
How?
and the brake failure on the right front down the front straightaway. Eventually,
It was an interesting location.
Yeah.
I would have thought it had been on entry.
Of
but,
course, yeah.
You know, obviously that's where it happened. It was
Yeah.
pretty clear, but
he's lucky. One of the lucky ones to have it fail in a situation where you can avoid any contact with the outside retaining wall. And apparently NASCAR has found some of that debris and concerning because this front straightaway, these drivers use all of it, right? Breaking the draft, going through.
Okay, I guess I understand
down
it.
the racetrack, so probably in a situation where there's not much choice but to err on the side of safety.
when you saw the 21 and the 19 both had hit pit road under green, I'd just bring that up because, you know, we continue to talk about you got to keep coaching, right? All the way through, you got to keep crew chiefing. Well, you know, there's a lot going on out there, nearly impossible to follow everyone's strategy and everyone's story, but the 19 and the 21 said, hey, we might be able to just buy a free pit stop here. We can pit, the caution comes out, we can pull back up to the field, exactly what happened. So just, you know, great calls on top of the pit box. We'll see if it pays off. Just always try to take advantage everywhere you can.
You always want to have options, and options create opportunities in a race like this. Bowman's led 15 laps. Hamlin's led the most laps today, 32 out front, won the opening stage. 17 to go stage 2 as they come out of turn 3 this time.
They're gonna pit.
Busy once again.
The opening.
A couple of guys staying out, several coming down the pit lane. Here's Kim.
Including leader Alex Bowman. He was just shearing the right rear, needed a little bit more lateral stability. They will make a slight adjustment on that race car. As you can see the crew to the right side. Fresh Goodyear tires, Sunoco fuel for Alex Bowman.
Chris Buescher, Joey Logano coming down pit road here. 17 to go in the stage. So obviously this will get everyone to the end of the stage here and also gets them in a window to maybe split the rest of the 82 laps in half. Buescher said the car really good and much more manageable in traffic. And also Joey Logano said his car just got better the longer they ran. Denny Hamlin on pit road as well. Said his car just a little bit too free.
Hamlin got like a 14.4 on pit road. They waited on fuel for the 11.
Lane is so wide. It's fun to watch.
Damn, I think 11 might have screwed up that pit stop there. Maybe not screwed up, maybe I don't know. Trying to play it smart, it looks like.
You can run the perfect race.
So the Giants and Red Sox are tied. The Padres tied it up too. Man, so they have comebacks. That was the driest response ever. Oh my god. 37 viewers on that? Oh god. Oh my gosh. Tyler Reddick is told to shut his car off. They want to cool down the brakes. Dude, okay. I'm gonna go get another water. I'm just sweating right now. Oh my god. I want to die. Alright, we're back. Oh my god! I forgot they came on restart. I'm a dumbass, bro. What the hell did I just... How long was it gone for? How long was I gone for? What the fuck? Alright, well, at least they restarted exactly when I thought they would, so. So it's Briscoe leading. Stenhouse is in second. I think most of us are still scared of passing him.
I'm going to tell you, there's a lot going on with strategies, but I will say Byron and Elliott have worked their way to the front of their group.
Ooh, the 11 got to pass the 5, it looks like. Maybe he didn't. Oh, he's in 12, never mind. I'm like, is that like 20th or something? Or no? No, it's... Hamlin! 3 wide on the outside. Did Larson just shove him on the wall? Is that revenge for Michigan? If Hamlin punts the freaking 5 right now, Larson fans are gonna crash out like crazy over that.
So Denny's out here. I don't think Larson knows it. Larson's going to come across the track clearing the 3, but here's Denny Hamlin. Denny just gets out of the gas, maybe a little contact. Yeah.
That might be revenge for Michigan.
He's like, oh, up there.
I'm surprised he just didn't.
Those two have danced.
Oh, someone off the track. That was the one of Chastain. The 11 caught up.
There he loses a ton of momentum.
Oh! Big crash in the back! Kyle Busch around. Ty Dillon collects Bell and SVG, last week's winner. And the caution's out yet again.
With just over 10 laps remaining.
I swear they're going to have to freaking shorten the race out because of this.
It's been a tough several months for this 20 car. They came out of the gate starting the season off looking like championship favorites. They've lost a little bit of that mojo. And it continues. And Ty Dillon, who's had a great run at the road course in Mexico City last. Spent a lot of time in the top. Sure did. And, you know, he's actually really been able to improve with this colleague team this year. He's kind of gutted it out to try to get these opportunities and making the most of it this year. And they've able to get around the racetrack on the pit road. Let's take a look at how this happened. Kyle Busch in the door of the 38 just gets loose.
Damn.
Right there. And everybody trying to avoid little contact with the right rear on the number 8. Trying to avoid with Christopher Bell through this corner. Kyle's going to be right in front of this.
Oh, he just lost it.
Come around. Christopher Bell locks it down, trying not to hit this inside wall. You all right back there? You do a good job.
He like tapped it.
What happens is this race gets closer and closer to the finish line. Everybody stops giving as much, they start taking more. Kyle Busch knows he wants to take that position. He's going to force that pass. He probably doesn't do that early in the race.
Okay.
Kyle involved in a crash early last week and a spin today as well.
I want to see like what happens there. I kind of want them to keep wrecking so I can see what happens when they get a sunset. Dodgers up 8-3 now. Giants up 8-5. Of course, Kyle Busch is in it, right? That's gotta be racism. Oh.
Arson Hosevar coming down after a big debate with his team on whether or not to stay out and try to wait on getting this fuel in. They know it won't take too much fuel this time, so they are not going to wait on that. Once they get 4 tires on, they'll take off, Marty.
Austin Dillon gives up 14th, Trevor, and Richard Boswell's crew chief told him, hey, this strategy is worth a gamble at least, and splitting this in half, 75 to go, they can make it to the end, but there's a whole host of teams that stay out, Adam, so they'll be behind all those cars when they restart.
The give and take of having some fuel, some track position. We'll follow up on Tyler Reddick when we return to the Pocono.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Now on your remote, it's the easiest way to catch up on race highlights and flag changes as they happen.
Okay.
Brad doing a nice job of cooling this race car. You see 107 degrees right here. That's actually, we've seen 130, 140. That's pretty good.
I think the average is around 120 something. That's very comfortable.
I've got a loaded one at 107, so I'm not going to say it. But I got him.
Okay.
No analysis here.
There's no, Dan can say it, but I can't. I won't be able to walk in the garage if I set up that.
It's not awesome, but it's not too tough. Right, it's been in tougher situations many times. Interesting lineup here. Front row, Briscoe, Stenhouse, Byron going to line up right behind the
Alright, here we are. Gonna go back green.
8 to go, second stage.
Let's see what we can do here again. That was the 4th caution they come out. Oh my gosh, I know this cycle again. Okay, first stage always goes green. Second stage is always at least 4 wrecks. And then the third stage, there's 1 wreck and then it goes green all the way. Bro, I swear, if it happens again, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm kidding. If that happens again, that's gonna be insane. It always happens, bro. 47 and 19. How about the 47 taking the lead, first of all? Look at that. Ooh, Briscoe. Look at Barry in 3rd. Do not have Larson in the top 10, please. How about that? They're side by side for the lead right now. Side by side for the first 2 rows. And Briscoe clears it. Never mind. How about Josh Berry going to try and climb his way through? Side by side with the 40. Someone got on the wall. Oh, cars on the wall. I saw like 3 of them hit. Denny Hamlin. Oh my gosh. Almost wrecked Eric Jones going into turn 1. He tried going way underneath him. Didn't work out that well. Stenhouse almost clear. Berry 3 wide for a second between him, Berry, and Byron. Where's Hocevar at? I wonder what happened to Hocevar. Watch Brad Keselowski. He's going to push one of them. He's going to push the Ford. And that's Berry. Through the middle. Berry clears for a second. Keselowski had that big of a run. He just didn't know what to do with it. He did not want to make it 4 wide. Oh, Keselowski just lost another spot. That's 5th right there to Chase Elliott. Lost another one to Denny. Denny to 7 now. To 6 after passing John. Never mind. Hamlin goes all the way up the track. He uses Jones up all the way. Meanwhile, Byron almost puts Stenhouse on the wall. As they come down, there's going to be 6 laps to go here in stage number 2. Presented by National Debt Relief. And now Buescher going to go on the bottom. Keselowski's going to follow him.
All the way to the bottom, looking for that 17. Chris Buescher, his teammate.
I wonder what lane is the most effective here for turn 1. I think it's the inside, obviously, because Jones lost like 2 spots there. Hamlin went way up the track. So, yeah. Stenhouse down to 5th, which sucks. I like Stenhouse.
But it does clear the 17. Byron is finally clear of Stenhouse as well as Chase Elliott. Stenhouse back to 5th. Now the 17 of Buescher trying to go take that spot away from the 47. He's got a little bit of a run here down into turn 3. Blue car that's popped that line. That's the 77 of Car off from pit road.
We're already halfway done to the race right now, so this race will end today, confirmed.
Once again, great speed in that 77. This was shocking.
Yeah, this is just everybody pushing as hard as they can.
Elliott on the wall, Chastain in the wall, Logano on the wall, Bowman, AJ on the wall, Hocevar almost on the wall. Like, that was at least 4 cars I saw on the wall there. Gillen was too. Larson in the wall. Hamlin going to try and go underneath the 47.
Second behind Briscoe, the 19 not driving away. Josh Ford Hamlin. Josh just run the fastest lap of the race right there. This track gets faster and faster as we get later in the afternoon.
Josh Berry just ran the fastest lap. How about that? Where's Hocevar? Hocevar's in 14th. Before to go on the stage, I deleted something. Okay.
Yeah, guys, we saw the follow the leader off the corner where it gets really flat. You lose all visibility if you can't see around the car in front of you. That's why Briscoe chose the bottom.
Denny Hamlin going to go on the outside of Stenhouse here with a push from Keselowski.
If he gets to me and pushes me, I'm going to take off, knowing that Byron really couldn't see the restart zone that well. Yeah, you talked about that.
11 up to 6 now. This is very fun. So Berry got second. Berry's in second now.
Yeah, when you're behind all those cars, if you're in the the 4th, 5th, 6th row or on back, sometimes you can't even see those cones on the fence. You kind of just look in front of you a couple rows and watch the C-post or the roof of the car.
Oh, Keselowski's pitting.
When they move, you get ready. Here comes the 6th to pit road, gonna flip the stage. Absolutely.
Ah, it's scheduled then. Okay. Interesting there. I love strategies. Berry caught up.
Also, Eric Jones hitting pit road. He was inside the top 10. Another good run for this Legacy Motors Plus Toyota.
Legacy's been great this weekend. We talked about John Hunter Nemechek early and their performance in qualifying. Eric Jones spent a lot of time up in the top 10 or 12, 42 in making a stop as well.
Yeah, Brad's been very vocal where they're at the points, way back in the 30s. Then it's a must-win. That's the path to the playoffs. So no surprise he wasn't concerned.
Berry. What a gain he got there. Is Briscoe pitting though? That's the question. Is that why he was slowing down so much? He's not. Pit road officially closed now. 2 laps to go on the stage.
And in line to have a really good points day. Probably nearly 40 points.
So, per race control, Pit road is close. 2 laps to go on the stage. 410's back. What a gain that Barry got in turn 3. Barry's already in the playoffs anyways, so yeah. So Briscoe's the leader right now. Blaney gonna go underneath Stenhouse, by the way. Briscoe's the leader right now. That's gonna knock Bowman out of the playoffs again. Or Priest, sorry. Actually, I think Briscoe's always been in. Never mind. 47 at Stenhouse trying to use it up all the way on the outside. Got past that Blaney though. Down to 9. But the restart though. Hocevar's gotten 12 spots. Blaney and Bush have gotten 8. Kyle Busch is still in the race. Wow. 12 spots for Hocevar. And Stenhouse is right there on the wall. Oh no, here we go. Final lap of the stage. I think Briscoe does have this one won. This stage took almost an hour, by the way. Actually, I think it took more. I think it has taken an hour. I wonder, like, what happened to Stenhouse to make him lose this much spots. And Briscoe's gonna win stage 2.
Here he is, Chase Briscoe having a good day. Qualified good yesterday and paying it off in the race. He's the winner in our second stage.
Alright, stage 2 is complete now. So I think it's gonna be like 101 when they come back to green. Oh my god. What am I doing?
Talk so much about the importance of finishing races. They've been qualifying well, maybe not getting the payoff. Could this afternoon be the day? 2 stages down at Pocono, and pit road will be busy.
Oh my gosh, so the Dodgers are losing. The Dodgers were losing freaking 3-0 and now they're up 11-3, bro. How? My cousin called me dumb. I'm gonna kill myself. So God tonight. Okay. Will I see heaven in mine? Okay, I'll be right back. Need to like, I don't know, I'm sweating my ass off right now, so I gotta do something. here, man. Oh, here we go.
The only issue on that 24 is the steering rack right now. I feel some issues, Kim.
As you see the 47 on the bottom of your screen, that's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Last stop on lap 47. They strung it together to get to the end of the stage, hoping for stage points. Did not net out. They finished that stage at 13. Ricky said it just was not turning, Marty.
Ken Daniel Suarez has been hanging in the top 15 today. Been struggling with a vibration, especially when he has to turn the car to the right. But Steve, to your point, Matt Swiderski told Suarez this will make our next stop shorter. That's why we're pitting now.
So shorter, but the question is, it's going to be 2-3-ish seconds shorter. If that's under yellow, it could be a lot. If it's under green, do these guys get close enough to the front to take advantage of those 3 seconds? 63 to go. We'll just have to see where the cautions fall.
The games are being played as we get ready for the final stage. Here's Danielle, Carl, and Corey.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe's first stage win with Joe Gibbs Racing. Interesting to see, guys. He only came in 39 points above the cut. He was one of those on the bubble who has yet to win this season, already scored 17 stage points. So a great day so far for Chase Briscoe.
Yeah, a great day for Chase Briscoe, but Latar just described, really what's happening here is they're setting up for that last pit stop. So the guys that have to spend more time putting fuel in, man, they just got to hope for things to fall their way. It's a strategy game right now. Fortunately, we've got 2 great crew chiefs up there in the booth to describe it to us.
Absolutely. With Dale Jr. and Steve Latar laying it out for all of us, it's been hard for me to follow as well because you don't really know who is set up the best for that least amount of time on pit road for the last stop. What's impressive to me, though, is Hocevar's ability to drive back through the field. I think they're in a pretty good fuel spot. The 77, man.
Are they the ones to watch it? Because I feel like they have to.
Chase Briscoe trying to figure out again.
Yeah, you read my mind about that restart. Hocevar passed something like 13 or 14 cars in a lap. So restart takes care of strategy in a number of ways.
We had 4 cautions at stage 2 here at Pocono. That's the most ever in the next gen era, or ties the record, Adam. So we'll see what the final stage brings us. No shortage of action happening this afternoon.
No question, a lot still to come here. Thank you, Danielle. And now, time for our Napa know-how moment.
Well, I keep talking about fuel load, right? And I call it the fuel tax because you can kick it down the road just like the taxes keep it firm. But at some point,
who has to pay the fuel tax? Take advantage of the restarts. Will we see more brake issues? I feel like we would.
Did you do it now? Or will you have to have a longer final stop and do it then?
And if the restarts get more and more crazier toward the end of the race, the best opportunity to get that track position that you need as a driver is to be aggressive when they happen. So, make as much, hay as you can when the restarts happen down into turn 1. And then also, we've seen a lot of brake issues. Who's managing those temperatures? Who's keeping those issues from being a problem for them today? You know that a lot of the drivers are definitely aware of some of the brake issues some of these teams are having.
Well, update on this 45 and 23.11 really quick. 35.23, rotors brake, flat tires out of the race. The 45 inspects theirs. They go to the garage. They make repairs, make some brake changes. They must have felt that they were having the same sort of situation. They lose 2
Hamlin won stage of 1.
They're the only car.
And then after that, you had 4 cautions come out in that stage. You had the 4-car wreck with Busch. You had Herbst, Bubba.
I don't always use the word perfect, but running.
And a debris caution. That was 4 of them. I've seen this trend a lot, dude. You always have the first stage go green, 4 cautions in stage 2, then maybe 1 or 2 in the final stage, and that's it.
Yeah, and you mentioned they saw
It's insane.
They didn't like on the brakes. That came at that caution under lap 78. They looked at it, didn't like what they saw, but I did confirm from the team the rotors were not cracked, the ones that they took off. So they just saw something that indicated it was going the direction that his teammate Bubba Wallace had, but confirmation of no cracks on the rotors.
There's just a lot of adjustments, guys, with brake cooling, and also you can do some stuff internally to the rotor by limiting how much air goes through the vanes. No telling what the 2311 had, but they obviously know what the other 2 cars had and decided to make this change.
It's unprecedented for them to come to pit road or to the garage actually and make some adjustments to that car, but we watch the choose here. Briscoe taking the top of the racetrack, it appears.
So Briscoe and Barry in the front row. Busher and Elliott in row 2. Hamlin and Sinek in row 3. Blaney and Larson in row 4. And running at your top 10 is Logano and Hocevar. Barry was much faster than that, and at the end of that last stage, Barry was a lot faster.
If he wants to go 3 wide or stay committed to that 21 of Barry. Trevor.
Yeah, Chase Briscoe last time, guys, took the inside road thinking he could get a good push from the 24, but he almost gave the lead up to the 47, who had 25 more laps on his tires. This time, with Barry being on similar laps, he felt like the outside was his best chance to defend. He's hoping for a good push from that second row, like you guys mentioned.
Yeah, when you pick that outside line, you kind of box in the car behind you. He has no choice. If he can get connected to that rear bumper, you're going to be in good shape.
It's gonna be 60 to go in the race.
It's much more difficult, I think.
How much fuel can you save here?
Get connected, stay together, and stay committed. It's so tempting for the following car to pull out and go around the lead car and take everybody 3 wide.
Yeah, I think that's fascinating on what we're going to see at the front of the field. Well, further back in the field, what do these cars need? Well, right here, this row, Austin Dillon, Brad Keselowski, they stopped right before the stage. So that fuel tax I mentioned, they have about 15 laps more fuel on board. Why that matters is the final pit stop will be shorter. And further back on board with William Byron, pitted at the stage, so he has the most fuel load. He's all the way back to 23rd. For this
Larson
to pay off for any of those cars, this restart has to work. They have to go forward. They have to get close enough to have that short pit stop pay dividends.
Want to pay off? Christopher Bell gets the free pass on this, our 6th caution of the afternoon.
Okay.
He's got a little damage to the splitter on this 20 car, so it's up for him to make.
Pace car hits pit road. We're gonna go to 60 to go. The final stage here from Pocono.
60 to go.
There we go.
Briscoe, Berry to his left.
Coming down. Briscoe leads. Green flag. Back out in the air. Back on the way.
Good organization and connection.
All right. This time there weren't many people fanning out like crazy when they got to turn 1. Now they kind of are. Nothing really too insane there. Briscoe does clear Berry and Busher coming out of turn number 1. Meanwhile, they're 4 wide between Gibbs, SVG, I'm pretty sure, Jones, and someone else. I don't know. Denny Hamlin up to 4th after all that. That's nice, I guess. He has Berry in front of him.
I was wondering when we would see them back to the front of the field. They were controlling this race from the very
Hamlin a 3rd coming down the big straightaway. Oh no, now coming down into turn 3. Hamlin up to 3rd. Well, trying to get 4th. Oh my goodness, Logano came up and Hocevar was there and almost slammed him right into the wall. Almost down there! Almost into the wall Hocevar went into. So Briscoe got 17 stage points. Busher and Hamlin have 15. Elliott got 9. Berry and Byron got, actually no, Elliott got 11. Berry and Byron got 9.
Talent to find speed and speed in traffic. Very impressed about that 77.
He'll go anywhere on the racetrack to do it.
Tyler Reddick is 2 laps down right now. As you have 31 cars still racing. Or 31 cars still only lap. 33 of them still racing. That's pretty cool there. I'm just gonna try to pull away here. Barry down to 5th. Yeah, Blaney and 6th. Someone's wrecking in the back. Is there? No, right? I thought somebody was wrecking in the back. Something happened. I don't know. Yeah.
Just in front of them, Ryan Priest, the top 10, having a good day. Want to stay?
Here they come. Now it's gonna be like 103.
Briscoe up front. Being chased down by the 17 of Bush.
17's gonna have a run at some point. And just wonder when he's gonna take it though. Also, I wonder who's saving fuel and who's burning it. Although I don't know how much saving matters right now. Busher washed up the track a little bit, and Briscoe got away. All right.
Between me and the 11. Keep that 11 behind you. Take this spot from the 19 as soon as you can. Ryan Blaney out of line, picking up a spot. Recovering from a speeding penalty. 12 car back in the top 5. Won this race last year. And here comes Larson in the 5. Yeah, Barry had a terrible tumble turn right there. No speed off the corner. He's going to try to stay.
Oh, Larson! Up the track, he takes Barry. Now Cindric makes it 3 wide on the bottom and takes a spot. Barry just hit him back. All right. Barry's still up to 7th here. Wonder how Barry's gonna respond to that. He did tap Larson on the straightaway though.
This is twice now for Ryan Blaney through the field, in the 30s, into the top 5. And I think teams are going to think about maybe pitting as soon as the window comes open to make it to the end of the race. Remember last year, Jonathan Hassler was willing to gamble on that last caution of the race. Hassler left pit road 4 laps short of fuel, banking on caution. He got those. Blaney won here at Pocono last year.
That is true.
Rarely can you have track position and be comfortable about your situation. The entire pit road is...
It's rare when you can count on cautions at this point. Because there's times when you don't need them, but you have them. But there's times when you need them, but don't have them. Which is insane. We'll see what happens, though. There's still 56 to go. Anything can happen. Is that Ryan Priest in the top 10? That's insane. Larson up to 7th, Cindric to 6th right now.
Not sure if you heard all clear on the radio.
290. I'm just kidding. 200 for Barry going out in the turn number 1.
Trying to make that come to an end. Now they jump to the outside of Chastain. Can't make it work.
Chastain to 8th here.
And still side by side. The 70s.
Oh, Keselowski. Oh, Logano. Almost destroyed Hocevar. Now Keselowski gets by both of them. That's for 11th. Now Jones almost made it 3-wide. Backed out of it quickly, though. Biggest mover since the restart. Keselowski's gotten 8. Jones and Bell have gotten 6. Pretty cool to see there. Yeah, Jones is catching up, too. I feel like I might come in late.
He was coming off a really bad practice crash and had a busted ankle, so he knows all about dealing with adversity and having success here in Pocono. And coming back today after that miscue when they came down pit road and it was closed. Meanwhile, top of your screen.
He's lost. Oh, I was about to say, like, who the hell are they talking about? A busted ankle. Who are they talking about?
Every year, Chris Buescher just shows up in this summer stretch, I want to say. And it's not even the same style of racetrack. I remember with Michigan last year, it was Watkins Glen. Like, he just, Buescher in the 17 car continue to impress with their variety of speed. We've seen it short tracks, big tracks, road courses.
Got that first career win here at 16. It was the fog out race. They played strategy, and it all worked out for him. He wins it today. It's just going to be because they've got an outstanding race car. Qualified on the front row. They lost track position because of all the various strategies, but there is no doubt about it.
Yeah.
One of the best cars here today is that.
What happened to Zane and William right there?
Back behind and check out this.
Yeah, the 54.
No, 54 got tapped. Oh, 24 did too.
And then that cost
Lost them. 24 lost like 7 spots with that one.
Yeah, this just kills what the 24 moving vehicle was trying to do.
He downshifted too.
It's happening outside the top 25.
Bush is really trying to catch up here.
Can't get where you need
Just wonder if he
to go.
will.
You reach the final stage. Just over 50.
Barry still has the fastest lap somehow.
Guys, to start this race, the radio conversations were quite different than we normally hear. As soon as a caution would come out, you'd hear drivers just asking their crew chief, what are we going to do here? And not giving many balance updates. Now, about 10 laps ago, you're starting to hear a lot of feedback from drivers on that balance. The picture's getting much more clear as to what the strategy is going to be, Steve, since that tunnel vision starts to fade off and you start worrying about the speed of your race car now.
Absolutely, and I would have encouraged my driver. I know they're curious about the strategy, but that's part of your job as a crew chief to ask the right questions. Hey, this is what we're doing, but what is our
Briscoe downshifted going into turn 3.
Sure, we're going to get all the right calls, but if we do, let's at least have it drive the best possible when we're out front. These battles up front are just fascinating to me. This 17 now, a lane lower in turn 3 is going to have a little bit of momentum. But can we get the power down?
Excuse me. My goodness.
That 17 is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
42 or 52, sorry.
There he comes right at the end of the straightaway. It really starts to take hold.
Oh yeah, he's there. Buescher got a good run going into the back straightaway now.
The optimum line for the 17.
Gonna shift it into 5. It's close.
We've talked a lot about fuel usage. In the burn bar, we show miles per gallon. The reason I'm not really pointing that out is because this is not as much how much they're using as how much they have on board. I think these guys right here, they're not as concerned about saving gas as they are trying to control this race, trying to take the lead for Buescher.
Okay. Interesting there. Whose car keeps going off? Oh, hold on. Okay, Padres win 3-2. Damn, the Dodgers are 13-3 now against the Nationals, and the Giants are 9-5 against the Red Sox now. Insane. And the Angels are down 7-8, 8-7 against the Astros. One more base hit can end it, or one more base hit can literally send us to extras, or they can walk it off with a 2-run home run. The Nationals have the bases loaded on top of the ninth right now. AC is still not that good. It's gonna be a long time before we get it back as well. So very tragic, and it's not over yet. Okay, because Lassie gets past Chastain. Oh, no. What happened there? Oh, single for the Nationals. They're now down by 9.
Goodbye and good night.
All they need is a base hit. They're fine. Just watching to see if the Angels game will finish right now.
Look how far the river took us.
Strike one, okay.
River took us.
Look at the race is back.
Back at Pocono, now we get today's credit one.
Okay, let's go for the ones to watch. I'm gonna go with Busher. I went with Busher, honestly. I feel like he's had a fast car, very underrated today, so I feel like that's Busher. Someone's going with Ryan Blaney. I wonder who's...
I'm gonna take that driver we see right up the hood of Ryan Blaney. That's the 9.
Oh, okay, Steve's taking Chase Elliott as the Nationals are now down by 8. Sacrifice fly. So it's 13-5.
Top 10 in that final run. This 9 has speed again. He has pulled it off here at Pocono. Maybe today's the day, hanging around the 4th spot.
Brad Keselowski trying to end a winless streak of 39 races, put himself.
Okay, Adams going with Brad. Sick.
He had that miscue, black 58 coming out pit road when it was closed. He stayed positive on the radio, coached up his group. He said it will come to us, and it has. They're on the plus side of it. When you look at fuel mileage, he's running ninth right now, thinking about career win number 2 here in Pocono.
Alright. So let's go through the field as we do after every single commercial break. Briscoe's still leading by 2/10, actually 3 over Chris Buescher. Still there. Priest is in 10th, 9.4 seconds back. Gregson's in 20th, 15.6 seconds back. I love that shit. Okay. Gillen's in 30th, 21.5 seconds back. Our last car on lead lap is in 33rd, I believe. 32nd, actually. Yeah, Cody Ware in 31st, 22 seconds back. Reddick's in 32nd, 2 laps down. Brendan Poole's 11 laps down, and Ty Dillon's 19 laps down as everyone else is out of the race. So, yeah. In total, you have 31 cars on lead lap and 33 of them, actually 34 of them still racing on this one. So, yeah. As the Astros just won 8-7, I'm done there. All right, so now back to a full focus on the race. Buescher ran a 10th faster that time. Once again, he did there. Hamlin's running faster laps than both of them right now. So that's interesting. So Buescher's running a faster lap than Briscoe, and Hamlin's running a faster lap than both of them right now. So yeah. I think Hamlin just ran the fastest lap on track that time by, so yeah. Not the fastest lap of the race, the fastest lap of any of the field for that lap. If you know what I mean. So Hamlin is catching up too. You have Blaney and Elliott battling.
Briscoe up there, he changes organizations. This has not been a good track for him.
Bush gonna go on the bottom, Briscoe gonna go on top there.
He had exactly 1 lap turn inside the top 5 today.
I think that time Briscoe got a better corner off.
5 out front for driver 19, trying to control this.
JGR, the last 13 races at Pocono, 52 starts, 5 pulls, 7 wins, 23 top 5s, 35 top 10s in the last 13 races for JGR at Pocono. That's really good. Buescher's my one to watch right now. So yeah, that's fun.
They've been here today. Very impressive, Marty.
Adam, we know these final stops of the day, very critical final stops of the day are coming up here at Pocono. 45 to go. The drivers know that as well. Just a moment ago, Junior, Denny Hamlin radioed to Chris Gale, and he said, hey, give me a 5-lap heads up when we're coming to pit road. So to that point, how difficult is the pit road entry under green here at Pocono?
Well, it's inviting. It's not that it's difficult. It's actually easy because you can get turned and you have a very long braking zone, straight braking. You can get aggressive the entry to pit road in Pocono is drivers can really go after some speed there and try to challenge and close some gaps by driving deep into that braking zone and getting to the pit road. So you'll slide tires. You'll either speed in the first couple of segments because you actually went too fast, or we've actually seen people wreck coming on the pit road trying to get there too quickly. You know, Junior,
I mean, it's a very difficult corner in turn 3. You're gonna have to come off that without sliding your car around. I've seen people do that as well. Like, it's turn 3 is by far the most difficult corner in this track. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. RFK is running entirely in the top 10 right now. What a good day for the RFK Racing admin on Twitter. Busher is in 2nd. You have Keselowski in 9th, who's 8 seconds back, and then you have Priest in 10th, who's 10 seconds back. So pretty good day for RFK. I can't lie, especially for Keselowski. He's been hit with penalties twice. I feel like hit with a lot of adversity, and he's still in the top 10. So it's pretty nice to see there. I'm just really interested to see when they're gonna come down the road. I'm just really looking forward to that when they finally do. I really want to get that Priest diecast whenever he comes online. Austin Dillon passes Ross Chastain for 14th. They're both 16 seconds back and battling for that spot.
Nice effort there. Dillon up to 14th as he makes the pass. He's one of those drivers that flipped stage 2 for some track position.
I'm telling you guys, if you're one of these pit crew members, this is the moment you're living for, right?
The window is open, guys. There we go. So we're going to see a lot of different strategies varying here. We have Cindric coming down. Who else is that? I think that's Larson. That's not Larson. That's Barry. So Cindric and Barry coming down pit road. I'm going to do the timing for Barry. Bowman's down pit road too. I'm going to focus on Josh Berry's stop right here.
Who did it a little bit earlier when there was a caution, so he knew they had to come before the other cars. But you got to wonder if this is going to bring a lot of other cars down pit road. 48 also on pit road. And
they're waiting on fuel. Got a 14.6. That's really good.
I think you have no
Let's see if Briscoe comes down this time by. Briscoe's coming in.
There you go, leader Briscoe.
Leader Briscoe. Is Hamlin coming down? No, he's not.
Hamlin will have to counter next time by. Fresh tires are enough of an advantage. The field's so close. I don't think you can give them an advantage by running long, Trevor.
Yes, sir. This is the final stop for the 19, hitting pit road for that money stop. They wanted to be one of the first to get there. Going to see 4 tires of fuel go on this 19 car. 5 car.
Fuel is a priority here for Briscoe. Oh, a little bit of a shorter stop. Husavar, Byron down pit road with Priest. Priest got like at least a 12-point something. Larson didn't weigh on fuel.
Green flag pit stops, final stage at Pocono.
I'm going to tell you, unbelievably fast stop for that 19 car. I'm going to say, I hope they have enough gas in it. I thought they would have to wait longer.
Is Busher coming in? I feel like Hamlin's coming down pit road this time by.
Here comes the 24, the 77, Trevor.
24 cars.
The 11th spinning.
2 right sides right there. A short stop for him. Remember, he came down pit road in that last caution.
Busher now leads the race. Obviously, he's going to have to come down pit road. Denny Hamlin making his stop now, Marty.
That comes with 40 to go. Adam coming down pit road. He said he was really tight in turn 1 for Denny Hamlin. You ride on board with a lot
there we go.
camera. Chase Elliott.
Wait on fuel, please. Come on, Denny.
He said he lost his front turn at the very end of the run for Chase Elliott, who's been very
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to wait on fuel here.
this afternoon. Question is, can they make up time that they were behind the other cars in front of them here on pit road?
14.6 for the 11. That's pretty good. There's Ross down pit road. So Elliott, Logano, Chastain, Gregson, Custer, and Stenhouse are down pit road right now. Elliott's leaving. I love that Busch Light car for Chase Elliott. Now, I'm going to do Busher because he's a leader. He's coming down. Busher's down pit road now. Logano's exiting. So Blaney takes the lead. I want to see what Busher's stop is right here. 27 seconds on 2 tires for Gregson. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. 3, 2, 1. There you go. So here's Busher down pit road. Dillon's down pit road too. How long are they going to take for Busher?
Bottom of the screen,
15.4. Now there's a different guy down pit road. I don't know who that is. That might be Dylan. I don't know. I was timing something totally different there. Now Briscoe's way ahead of him. Our cycles, I don't think cycles are done yet either. Hamlin's ahead of Busher too. So Briscoe, if everything cycled right here, Briscoe would be like 3.5 seconds ahead of Denny Hamlin right now. This is the race for the win right now, if it all stays green.
So these cars are all assuming they can make it to the finish on fuel. Long run here at Pocono. And that's the advantage for Denny Hamlin, who is suffering from a little bit of a push in that car before this cycle. He's now in front of the 17. If this comes down to
38 to go.
Between the two, Denny Hamlin's had the adjustment to fix the balance of the car, and now has the track position to take this thing to the finish.
Top 12 yet to make a pit stop here in this final cycle.
So what I was talking about when we look at pit stop times, we're going to assume they need
Last pit stop. In total, Busher took a lot longer, which is good because he has more fuel. I mean, Briscoe got an 11-second stop. Busher got 14.4. So that's not great. We'll see how much Briscoe has to save, though. That's the thing. He has to save, no matter what. Jones pits.
What an impressive job, Trevor. Yeah, you talk about the fuel tax, Steve, but how about the tire tax? The 6-car Brett Keselowski talked to Jerry Bullins and said, I want the tire advantage. We have more fuel right now, but that time of a shorter pit stop.
Hamlin's catching him, too.
We can get it. We go long and have better tires for the rest of the run. What do you think, Steve? I think that's their option, right? They made a mistake, Trevor. They came on pit road closed. They just can't race heads up. They have to do something. They worked on having more fuel on it, and he's out there running 53.6s. I mean, this 6 car has clear track in front, so when you have it, use it, right? Like, this is the absolute goal for the 6 because I think it's their
Blaney's pitting, so Keselowski takes the lead.
best option to win. Remember, a win is the only chance Brad Keselowski makes the playoffs, Marty.
Last year at Pocono, Jonathan Hassler had the winning strategy for Ryan Blaney.
There's Blaney's stop. I want to see it. Here we go. Winning stop right here, maybe?
Plays to their benefit as well. We mentioned Blaney coming through the field twice today.
Brendan pulled down the road, same thing with Nemechek and Bell. Caution! He got like at least a 14-second stop, but Shane Van Gisbergen spun out with a caution coming out.
7th the day. Brad Keselowski.
I knew there was going to be at least one caution.
Yet made their pit stop in the green flag cycle.
So now we're just going to have to see so many cars have pitted that we'll see where the 6 cycles back. I think what they would have rather done was pit under green, then the yellow come out, because then he could have kind of cycled out and had fresh tires, unfortunately for the 6. This yellow, you see the disappointment. The yellow's too early. They needed to make their pit stop first. Let's listen into the 6.
I'm sorry. Every time. Every time, man. It's just getting clean here.
All right, so let's get the review. What they wanted to do is run 5, 6, 7 more laps, come down pit road, then get a caution. Then you have brand new tires. Like I said, you have to gamble anyway, and when you have a mistake by coming down pit road closed, your gamble has to get bigger. You heard the frustration Brad knows from behind the wheel. He knows exactly how this is going to work out.
What about those guys that were just on pit road? I mean, they're making their stops. Caution comes out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see
That's really unfortunate for Keselowski there.
With the guys on pit road, the blend might be very different. Let's see what happens to the 88. Just gets loose right there. Out of turn 1, I believe.
Oh my God.
Pittsburgh in last week's
Alright, we're back. Sorry, I had to deal with something real quick, but we have 32 to go. And we're still pretty much a go for this race. We only have 30 to go. This is going to get very interesting to see. We'll see. I don't know though. Should be pretty interesting to see. 32 to go. Should be restarting with 30 to go, I'm pretty sure. I just don't know what happened. I wasn't here, so I was dealing with something very minor, don't worry. Should be fine though, so we'll see how this will go. Oh.
Getting ready, and what will be is what will be. Yeah, sorry about that. I haven't wrapped up so loud. As soon as I heard anything, I just went.
Alright, so Briscoe and Hamlin, the Gibbs teammates in the front row. You have Blaney and Bush on row 2. Hendrick teammates of Larson and Elliott in row 3. Cindric and Nemechek in row 4. And we have Barry and Priest, the forwards, in row 5. So we'll see what happens now. Coming to just 30 to go.
Well, when they went back and looked at the timing lines, he actually did beat the 17 to the last timing line before the caution, so he is third to choose. Now he gets to put himself in this outside line, which I believe.
I think. Oh my god, my voice cracked. Holy shit! I think Denny's gonna maybe overtake Briscoe on the restart, but at the same time, Briscoe might have a huge push. But I know how good Denny's corners are and his restarts are here at this track in turn 1. What am I? Oh my god, I'm dumb. Alright, that might have been our only caution of the the final stage. Because, like I said, I've been saying this all race. The first stage always goes clean and green. Stage 2 always has at least 4 cautions. And the final stage has 1 or 2. So, how will this go? I have no idea. Here we come into turn number 3. Can I come to green here? God damn, bro. My voice is gone. Alright, green flag. There. Back on the air. Back underway. Final 30 laps of the race. I think 11 got a better start there. How much pushing is there going to be on the outside? Over commercial free to the checkered flag. God damn it. So cooked. The 19, though, gets the advantage. But here comes the 11 trying to dive down. Almost gets him. Meanwhile, the 17 washes up the track into Chase Elliott. Allows the top 3 to pull away. It's Hamlin, Briscoe, and Blaney. Gonna battle for it. Coming down the back straightaway here. Now coming into the tunnel turn. The last 2 winners here. Yeah, that's true. 2024 last year was Blaney. 2023 was Hamlin. Can Briscoe hold him off, though? Hamlin clears Blaney. I don't know yet. I feel like there's gonna be another caution. That's for sure. I think there's gonna be another caution. That's another thing. So we're commercial free to the checkered flag. I'm gonna check notifications real quick. The Dodgers have won 13-7. Sorry.
Second right now behind Briscoe is Hamlin as they jockey for position into 1. Christopher Bell. Yeah, on the inside of Christopher Bell. Christopher had some pretty good splitter damage on the front of that car. Surprised to see him up here in the mix. Of course, he's in dirty air where he didn't really need the splitter, but doing a good job.
Stuff 75 minutes and 30 laps should be fine to do that. And yeah, we're fucked on fuel. Okay. Yeah, 75 minutes left of sunlight, so we should be fine. As Sunday night baseball is just starting.
Losing tons of spots. I like where he was, but that wiggle cost him 4 or 5 positions. As you said, going
28 to go.
77. So Briscoe out front. Got enough fuel to make it, right? If we don't get any yellows, I think if you're Denny Hamlin, you're getting told, hey man, don't worry about him. He can't make it. If he passes, pass him. If you can't, don't worry about it. Sit right here, protect your position.
So Briscoe can't make it. Although Hamlin could do the strategy he did at Michigan. He could wear him out all the way until he has to use fuel. That could be a case right here. I don't know yet though.
Like, I need you to run out of gas. I need you to push him hard enough. Because I'm looking at his data too. If I start to see this 19 run part throttle, I'm like, no, new plan. You gotta go. You gotta push him into proving that they're short on gas. And you know what Hamlin's thinking? I don't care about
27 to go.
I want to get the lead and control this race.
Half a second. Although Briscoe can't make it, that's what they're saying. They're saying he's fucked on fuel. They're saying Briscoe can't make it. Larson to this is for I'm pretty sure that's 6th, not 7th. Larson gets 7th here as they're coming down the back straightaway. Nemechek's only 6th right now. Started 33rd. Actually, 33rd and 31st the first 2 stages.
Chase Briscoe right now has been in his pit stop for 30.8 seconds accumulatively. You look at Ryan Blaney last year, it was 31.1 seconds, so 0.3 of a second different than our winner last year.
So basically what Trevor's talking is, if you start with 20 gallons, you need to put 60 gallons in your car over the course of the race to run the distance. That's how the math works, minus a few yellow flags. So if it took 31 and change last year, it's not going to take less. We've had less yellows in this final run. We need to be in there longer, so the 19, the math is just confirming what we've heard on the radio.
Let's watch this 19 and the telemetry on board.
Wide throttle. He's going full.
He was really close to being able to try to make a position or a pass or an attempt at a pass in turn 1. Is the 19 doing as you say, Steve? Is he doing things with the throttle uplifting early, going to 3/4 throttle right there? He's looking in the mirror, seeing
Downshifted, no throttle. As they head into the tunnel turn, power throttle exiting through.
It's a little early before the end of the straightaway. Here he is again, full throttle, headed toward the tunnel turn.
Gear 5. Full throttle. Okay. How good is he 11 on fuel?
So he's saving a little fuel by trying to lift a little bit early at the end of these straightaways.
How good is day 11 on fuel? That's the biggest question I'm asking right now because I'm a Hamlin fan. The burn bar.
Chase Briscoe getting nearly 5 miles a gallon. Denny Hamlin 4.6, meaning for every gallon of gas, Chase Briscoe's going about another third of a mile, another quarter of a mile. That over the entire fuel run may be a difference. So to your point, that's not by luck. And that's
24 to go.
That is Chase Briscoe saving gas versus Denny Hamlin. Fuel mileage continues to play a role here at Pocono.
Right here at the end of the straightaway. He's probably lifting a little bit there, and that jumps up to 5.2.
Look at that. Last lap. Big saving. Big chunk of saving right there.
And it allows
So what he said, partial lifting isn't saving enough. I need you to lift completely off and just try to use less brake. Coast in there with more speed. All while stacking these guys up.
No throttle for the tunnel turn. Down to 160.
He's using that perfectly. He lets the 11 get there, and he shuts that air off.
That's allowed the 12 of Blaney and eventually Chase Elliott to get to the back.
Hamlin has the fastest lap. Is he good on fuel though? That's the question.
Looking at being defensive. Where does he need to run to keep the 12 car?
Hamlin back on full throttle quickly.
What's up, Marty? Out of the spot of Chris Lambert for Denny Hamlin's basically giving a play-by-play of Chase Briscoe's radio. They have told him the 19 fuel situation is no better. And Steve, I want to go back to what Chris Gale told Denny Hamlin right before this last restart. He said, listen, one more caution for the 19, and they can make it to the end of the race. So play it very aggressively.
I love that. I love it. Oh, look at the glare. Hand up off the steering wheel for Denny Hamlin, trying to block the sun.
Oh no. That's not that good. So is Hamlin good on fuel or
I
what?
love the cat and mouse at the end of these. Let's just ride on board with Hamlin right here. See if he can make any sort of gain. What Briscoe's trying to do with saving gas and hold off a 7-time Pocono winner.
And yeah, Hamlin's no slouch at Pocono. Oh my god, I messed it up. Well, this 19 still leading. That's a good thing, I guess.
These drivers inside the top 5, maybe back through the top 10. Watching in this 19, I would say, look, you'd be even more aggressive here. At least that corner. And allowing, lifting much sooner, completely out of the gas. And it can get within a couple car lengths even in the middle of the corner, and you'll be able to
Let's see.
defend. Look how he has
They come in at 20 at the tunnel turn. Same thing there. They want Hamlin to run him down very aggressively. We'll see though.
It'll be 21 laps to go. That's an eternity here at Pocono.
Yeah, definitely. Like 20 minutes at most.
Blaney's getting close.
Coming down, 21 to go.
We heard about Denny's balance issues later in the run. The run previous, have they got those fixed? Does he have the turn in this car that he needs? The 12 car's right there. Little traffic coming out on the racetrack might cause.
Oh, sure, that's true.
Be able to use this lower line or do anything about the proximity to the 11.
That's Tyler Reddick. He's gonna help.
Junior, kind of walk me through what Ryan Blaney is going through right now. This is the first time he's had this much clean air all day long. Remember, he's come through the field twice, and he just told Tim Feto a moment ago, we're better in turn one than we've been all day long. The tunnel turn, turn two, which Ryan Blaney will tell you, that's the corner they kind of give up here at Pocono. That's where they're struggling the most.
Stage 1, 12th for Blaney. Stage 2 got 8th, and now he's 3rd.
Marty, turn 3, it opens up onto this long straightaway. So if you can get through that corner really good and get to the throttle sooner than there.
Over half a second now is the gap between Briscoe and Hamlin. 20 to go.
You can close the gap to put yourself in a position to battle. And man, I'm not sure Denny Hamlin has the car that he would love to have right here. Seems like he's not able to pressure the 19 at this moment. The 12's actually able to get to the back bumper of the 11.
Elliott's coming in now.
I'm a little surprised by that. Denny now with the fastest lap of the race, though. 45 out there. I don't know if it's helping the 19 handling, but it might help the fuel miles a little bit. It's kind of a little further out than I thought. I'm not sure if it's getting a whole lot of tow. How about the 9, Marty?
Time for the Chevrolet team update, and Chase Elliott sitting in the...
Elliott in 4th, Larson in 7th, Bowman in 10th, Suarez 15th, and Hocevar
They
18th.
lose a little bit of turn later in this run, but they kind of felt like this length of run would fit the bill for the 9 team. But right now, coming off that 3rd in Mexico City, as Steve mentioned, one of the most impressive cars coming up through the field late in that race. Right now, looking at back-to-back top 5s.
And I said it earlier, but an incredible finish last year for that race team. Unbelievable rally to finish it after they had a speeding penalty. This team
Hamlin gained a 10th there.
Chipping away what they think about their first win of 2025. Back when you look at the top 5 drivers, only one does not have a victory under the belt here at Pocono, and it's the man leading this race, Chase Briscoe, first year.
Briscoe, that's true. Elliott never won at Pocono. Never say that.
Briscoe is doing an amazing.
Never say that Elliott won at Pocono, because he never did. Watch that happen again, where the top 2 get where the top 2 get DQ'd. That'll be funny. 18 to go.
Miles per gallon versus like a 4.7, 4.8. There you go, 5.3 right now. Just lifting, coasting off into the corner. That's the best mileage of anyone by a very big chunk. Barney.
This is so intriguing to watch this right here.
Oh, sorry about that, Trevor. Hey, it's okay. You can call me anything you want to, Steve. But yeah, Chase Briscoe here, as he has started to save, he's going faster. I know that's frustrating for a driver. You feel like you're backing up the corners, and they're calling out lap times that just don't make sense. But sometimes that's how it goes, right?
4.7 for Hamlin and Blaney in the burn bar right now.
You know, he's able to.
He's really saving well, and he's still leading.
Roll through the center of the corner quicker, back
I think it's just the 11's car, which is how badly handled it is right now.
aggressive on the saving. Lifting earlier. Denny's not really pressuring him. This is a really nice lead he's got right here. So
That is the miles per gallon. I'm sorry, Dale. That was the miles per gallon I was circling there.
he can get after it a little bit more, lift even sooner. I just feel like he's going to have to take advantage of every single lap to be able to gain what he needs to make it to the end.
Yeah, I mean, look right there. That's a mile further on every gallon, right? So just do the math. Say he was 3 laps short. That's 6 miles. So, I mean, that's a lot, but with that big of savings, you might be able to get there. Now, I'm assuming he's 3 short reading the radio. You know, it's like a poker hand being played right now. I'm not sure exactly. We know what all their
Is
cars
there?
are.
Well, I go back to Michigan when Hamlin was saving and we thought it was really tight, then he's doing burnouts and all that.
Yeah.
So, you know, the science is way better, but you truly never know.
16 to go.
Finish line in this situation.
Well, he's got 16 laps to go. And that's not, that's not a long ways to go. Yes, getting close to the end of this race, that's also not a lot of laps to be able to save additional fuel.
Holy crap.
Has he done enough on the front end?
It's getting close. It's getting kind of, like, I don't know.
Nervous to do too much and allow that 11 to get by, because then the race is lost. But has he saved enough on the front end of the run here? Has he saved enough? And back to what you've said multiple times, does
Running the exact same speed.
have the car to push him? Right? You see, like how Chase dumps the throttle, right? He's doing everything he needs to do. The 11's just not being able to mount a charge. Let's listen into the 19 with an update.
Doing what you're doing, don't make any changes unless we tell you. If we maintain this, we can get there. If we maintain what you're doing right now, we will make it. Be disciplined.
Negative
15 to go.
A glimmer of hope. That light at the end of the tunnel is no longer a train. Now it's victory lane. If you can just somehow maintain this. Now I want you to hold off Denny Hamlin while saving gas. Just such an impressive job by Chase Briscoe. This is why Joe gets hired, right? Because he does it all, man. He's fast.
Really good.
He sits on poles. He said to our pre-race they have to execute. They tripped up with the fueling. Can they make it up by executing on the racetrack? A couple other things he can do. As you see right there through the tunnel turn, left it in 5th gear. Oh, Denny downshift to 4th. I was watching the telemetry.
Doesn't that help the 11?
Briscoe's shifting sooner into 5th gear, keeping the RPMs down. Just another notch.
Doesn't that help the 11 more? But like if he stays on 4 but doesn't go to 5?
What burns gas? Throttle position and engine RPM. Those two combination, but that's what calculates miles per gallon. So stay in that 5th gear keeps that RPM lower.
We're almost a year ago
Okay.
today when Chase Briscoe was announced to drive the 19. And you think about everything that he went through because of everything going away at Stewart Haas. Went on to win in the fall at Darlington. Such an emotional time for him to walk it off there. And he's had some really good moments early this season.
I thought somebody wrecked off too. I'm not gonna lie.
To the finish line where they had the car
I know. I'm off 1. My bad.
different occasions, but here he is in position today. And when you
But
look
somebody
at
wrecked off
the
1.
drivers in the top 5 have combined for 11 wins at Pocono. I mean, he's saving fuel and trying to hold off the best. This is incredible as we come to 13 to go.
And that radio you heard, the 11 heard as well. Right, so now Denny Hamlin's been told, Blaney's been told, Elliott's been told, look, they are saying they think they can make it. That's still to be determined over 20, over 30 odd miles, right? So this is basically, can Denny find enough grip in this race car to mount a charge?
I feel like that was a good corner for the 11. Huh?
At some point, they can give him the go-ahead
No.
to start even
Being more aggressive on Savior, right?
Yeah. They told him to not change a thing, leave it
Yeah, I don't know.
What does Denny have left in the tank?
I have no idea, honestly. I don't know how this is gonna go.
Make this pass or this charge late in the race, he would have done that already. Is there anything left for him to be able to push?
Talked about Denny off the top. Got his 3rd win of the year 2 weeks ago at Michigan.
Damn, yeah. Hamlin got a worse corner there. 12 to go.
Race in Mexico City for the birth of his son. Congratulations to his fiancee Jordan. Jameson arrived last week. Denny came back, and boy, did he send a message to everybody. Winning the pole here yesterday, wins the opening stage today, and right now riding 2nd behind his teammate, looking for his 8th win at Pocono.
And his 4th win of the season, his 2nd win in a row. James Small is so stressed out. Oh my gosh.
So that's the engineer. Judging by my experience yesterday, that's the guy that's actually the one telling the crew chief, here's your fuel mileage. Here's what I think we can do. Here's how hard I think we can run. Here's how much we need to save. And he's got to be
Hamlin losing at 10th every time.
Pressure is on the crew chief, but all the individuals on top of that pit
11 to go.
play such a critical role. Well, let's just remember Denny's last win, you just pointed out, was at Michigan. Byron led that until he ran out of gas. Dale, you and I are shocked at how many cars made it. Like, obviously, the information that these teams are getting is just so...
Blaney's starting to catch up again.
Compared to what we used to have for some very coarse guessing years ago.
So we'll see if that same thing. Pretty relaxed on the 11 box right now. I guess they feel like their work is done at this point. He passes the question, Trevor.
Yeah, James Small asking Chase to back up turn one a little bit more, but another thing you guys mentioned was the shifting for Chase. Now through the tunnel turn, he's leaving it in fifth gear and not giving up any time, skipping that downshift.
Yeah, that's a great way to save a little additional fuel. And he's shifting a little earlier in the fifth gear off of turn one, maybe down here on the front straightaway as well.
Like I'm in 10 to go. Holy. It's the same amount of time between the 11 and the 19. Hamlin's always catching him in the corners, but off the front straightaway, it's always a 7/10.
I didn't see that brake blow at all into turn one. So the fuel cells have a couple different pickups in there. A lot of guys run on one because they feel you get a little bit of a stumble. You flip to the second, and it gets you back to pit road. And basically what James is saying is, you know, we're not going to go to two, running both pumps until we see the white. Once we see the white, we're not pitting anyway. If we run out, we run out. So go ahead and flip the switch, running both pumps.
You're coming 9 to go here.
I asked in the garage, something there's a
9 to go.
It's a little bit of a mixed review.
They're saving fuel and running the second fastest lap of anyone.
That one really gets to you. You see if you can put the little ball.
There we go.
1 and 3.
That's right. Back him up. Get more aggressive.
Miles per gallon in basically the pylon to the left.
I think the 11 just stuck in that same limbo spot right there.
Briscoe, think about when you buy a car, right? Hey, this thing gets 19 miles per gallon in the city, 31 on the highway because you're not on the brakes and all. That's what you're doing, right? They're asking Briscoe to not drive like you're in the city. I want you to drive like you're on the highway. I want you to roll out. Don't stop at every red light. Don't use the brakes. Keep this car rolling. That's really the concept, right?
And the 11 caught the, yeah, he definitely did.
The difference, he's just trying to make a track with 3 corners act like it has no corners, right? No brakes.
8 to go.
Don't slow the car down any more than is necessary.
So far, so good. 8 laps to go. Briscoe in front of Hamlin and Blaine.
Hey, he's catching. He's catching.
Here's 11 radio, Denny Hamlin's team.
How do you feel about the fuel mileage? He's probably half a lap short at that. They think if they continue doing this, they'll be close to making it.
All right, so the 19th story is we think we can make it. The 11 looking at the same data saying, nah, I don't buy that. I think they're half a lap short. This chess match, this is a poker.
Yeah, I love this. Oh my gosh, I love this analytics right here.
They know they can look on the radio. Denny, I'm with you. I don't think he's back there by choice. I guess he's asking because now it looks like he's mounting a charge. We'll see if he is saving. Maybe just saving some tire tails. This is so awesome.
I know, it's insane. 7 to go.
I am too. I'm nervous for Briscoe.
Hamlin definitely caught up that time.
Wants to succeed at this opportunity. Of all the drivers that came out of Stewart Haas Racing, he was presented with a golden ticket to get into this winning race car, this championship race car. Now, Denny trying to put the pressure on, trying to make 19 have to use a little more throttle, burn a little more fuel, trying to run this 19.
Hamlin's got to run it down. If Hamlin runs it down, he wastes more fuel. That's just one thing. Is Elliott out? No, he's not. I thought something happened. 3/10.
If so, runs the high lane around the bumps through the tunnel.
He overdrove, missed it a little bit there, buddy. I don't know.
You know, that was by choice.
Yeah, lost a little bit of ground.
Really, that was by.
Dived it down into turn 3.
Oh, Briscoe got away there.
Gains a little bit on corner exit there. Marty.
Junior, here's the other thing in all this fuel.
It might be over. 6 to go.
Car seems to be getting better. They just told him a moment ago. Chris Gale said, listen, your lap times are improving. You can still go catch him, Trevor.
Well, his lap times might be improving, but for Chase Briscoe, his team's just backing him up to Denny. You guys mentioned, is Denny going faster? I think Chase was just saving more there. You can visibly see on the data. He's backing those corners up more and more, showing that Denny Hamlin has been fighting a tight race car anytime he gets close to someone else.
Yeah, that's great information. As soon as Denny got within a couple car lengths, he misses the tunnel. He struggles in turn 3, and now the 12 is to the back bumper of the 11.
Oh, shoot.
12 now struggling in that dirty area as well. Not able to really close the gap and challenge.
Let's remember, Chase Briscoe and this 19 team pitted under green with the 71
How'd he go?
right front tire, middle of the race. They gambled that a yellow would come out. The yellow did come out. That was
Hamlin ran a better 10th there.
cycled them to the
That time.
Then a green flag pit stop with a little miscommunication kept the lead. They were short on gas and now they're trying to connect it. This is just bad.
Hamlin's catching him again. I don't know how it's going to work out this time, though.
A lot of
4/10. Half a second.
The pit blocks. All right, we got some busy right hands out of Briscoe right there. A soft fourth gear, maybe a brake adjustment. A lot of work going on in the cockpit.
Yeah, you think about this track, I mean, it's not been good for Briscoe at the Cup level, but he did win an Xfinity race here in 2020, so he knows his way to victory.
That is true. Well, the 11 caught up there big time.
Running out of gas. Dale and I have felt it before, and you just. I mean, what do you want to do? Run second and make it? I mean, for the 19, they want to win a race. Yeah,
They want to win a race. They're going to go all the way if they have to. 4 to go.
Install early, making that simple mistake. He will feel the responsibility to the rest of the team. That's a tough one for Chase Briscoe. He's a great dude, really fun racer, good asset to the sport.
I'd love to tell you you can make it. I know how much he's burning.
4/10.
How much he has on board. That's
Half a second almost. Hamlin's gaining little by little, though.
You know,
Really good races. You can stay disciplined on what you're doing. Make him go find something else. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm.
that's a 19 radio telling
Come on.
make the 11, go find something else. Make him search around to find that clean air. You run the line you need to run. I like this running the higher line. Allows you to keep the momentum. I know it's further around the racetrack, but the momentum you carry off the corner allows you.
I think the 11 will be catching him on the straightaway. 4/10.
Allows you to lift sooner. Do the things you need to do to save the fuel. You're up to go. You're up lower on the racetrack. Down here, you got to bind the car up. You have to use more throttle.
The 11's definitely there now because it's on the outside. I think he got a better
A
exit.
bit more pressure back on as the 19 continues to save. 19 lifting right here. Denny closing the gap. And Chase is getting pretty aggressive on the fuel saving, but he knows he needs to.
Oh, God. Here we go to 2 to go.
Laps to go. A few more miles. What's left in the tank?
Oh, 80 feet.
Nursing it off of turn 3 and back to the start finish.
It's going to be 2 to go. Oh, he got a better exit. Damn it. 2 to go.
And you start thinking about the playoffs.
Blaney's coming, too.
You know, if Briscoe wins, it would be the 6th driver in the last 8 races to get his first win of the year, and it would be an 11th driver that he won this year to lock himself into the playoffs.
Oh, if Briscoe runs out, it's going to be insane.
Watch that telemetry. If there's any
I think it's over.
issues on the 19, we'll see it in the RPM. If the RPM drops, that means it's either not picking up the fuel or it's running out of gas. A lap and a half to go.
Anxious times in the 19 camp. Played the game so well today. Now you just got to get it across the finish line. And every time around just increases the level of heartbreak if you can't finish the deal. There he is off of turn 3.
We're shaking.
See the white flag.
And we're going to see it. 1 lap to go for Briscoe. I think this is over.
Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
I think this will do it.
Sound good so far. That's the full solve. Through turn 1.
They're going for the final time.
Leading to the tunnel turn. Still not stumbling. Good early shift. Keep the RPMs low.
It's Ty Dillon, 20 laps
A little
in.
bit early there. Across the tunnel turn. The short shoot.
Here they come to 3 for the final time here.
Oversteal sounded good to me. Off into turn 3.
And here we go. This will do it.
He just needs one more good throttle off of turn 3 here.
11 can't catch him, and here we go. Chase Briscoe comes off turn 4. He's going to win.
Chase Briscoe.
How about that? That's insane. Wow. Incredible. Great job for Chase Briscoe right there.
First win of the
All the RFK cars are in the top 10 too. Cindric,
first
Cinder got 10th.
for the coach.
Reese got 8th. Nemechek 6th.
He'll head to the playoffs.
Wow. Incredible. He got 4 poles or 3 poles in a row. It was about time he got a win. Great job to the 19 of Briscoe.
Led 72 laps, got a stage victory. Incredible day for Chase Briscoe. Three drivers.
Led 72 laps today in his win. Hey, Hazel.
That's awesome. Good to hear the crew.
Great job.
Once they cross the finish line. A lot of relief, but some great instruction throughout that whole run on what he needed to do to be able to save as much fuel as necessary. And I bet nobody's more relieved than the driver because he was the one who pulled out of the stall early and put him in this position. So he had to go out there and find that fuel. They were able to do it. Incredible day for Chase. Not only winning the race, scored more points than anybody.
Driver from Mitchell, Indiana. Perhaps some foreshadowing. It's Indiana Pacers in Game 7 tonight. NBA Finals taking on OKC. Third driver for Joe Gibbs.
Great job for Chase Briscoe right here.
And the 7th to get it done in Pocono. Coach has now won here 18 times.
I think he ran out of fuel.
Front brake into the stake so he could do a burnout down the straight through.
I think he ran out of no. Okay, never mind. I thought he ran out. Well, he still didn't burn out, so he never he was never gonna run out.
I'd say
That-
7-0.
He saved a bunch, bro. He blew a tire. That's what stopped him. The fuel didn't run out.
Field two for Bass Pro Shop, Johnny Morris.
Damn.
Been with Mark Truex Jr. for years with this race team. Chase Briscoe and starting to write a new chapter.
Pocono, most wins at track for JGR and for different drivers. 18 different JGR drivers have won here. Briscoe, Hamlin, Bush. Briscoe won. Hamlin won. Bush.
Kevin did it the old-fashioned way. Dirt racer from Indiana. Third-generation guy. Great family support. And today they can all celebrate in Pocono, Marty.
And as Steve mentioned, he told our pre-race folks, we have to execute. It was a driver mistake that put him in a bad spot, but it was maybe the most impressive stint of his entire career that put him back in a good spot. What was going through your mind, saving fuel, trying to hold off your teammate, the 7-time winner here, Denny Hamlin? And what pressure was that behind the wheel?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was kind of weird. Like I wasn't driving hard, so it's not like I was on the ragged edge, but it was just so hard to, have a guy chasing you, right? Especially the guy that's probably the greatest of all time here, and to be trying to save fuel and everything else. So, yeah, just thank you to all you race fans. It's sold out every single time we come here, and it's unbelievable racing in front of a sold out crowd. So, yeah, just an amazing day for our race team. This is really the first race we've kind of executed truthfully all year long. So yeah, just to get Johnny Morris past Bruce Johnson in victory lane, to get Toyota in victory lane, Joe Gibbs Racing, they took a big chance on me, right? Like I wasn't everybody's first choice, I think, but yeah, for me to be able to get here and now finally deliver a win is just an awesome feeling.
Was that maybe the single most disciplined stint you've ever driven in your career?
Yeah, anybody that's worked with me knows I'm normally overdriving and missing my marks all the time. So yeah, for sure, it's crazy when you slow down. My dad tells me all the time, if you slow down, you probably go faster, and it was true there. So yeah, just amazing day. I want to say hey to Marissa, Brooks, Cooper, Collins. Wish they were here to celebrate this, but yeah, just an amazing day. And once again, thank you to all you race fans.
How personally gratifying is it to add your name to the list of drivers who have won a Cup Series race for Joe Gibbs Racing?
Yeah, it's huge. I mean, I literally grew up racing my sprint car video game in a Joe Gibbs Racing Home Depot uniform. So yeah, to be able to get coach in victory lane after, like I said, they're taking a chance on me, just it's so rewarding, truthfully, and that, just such a big weight off my shoulders. I've been telling my wife the last 2 weeks, like, I have to win, and finally to come here and do it, it's just been a great day.
As a sold-out crowd celebrates with you, you got about 20 crew guys ready to celebrate as well. Welcome to the playoffs, Chase Briscoe.
Nice for him.
What a finish for Chase Briscoe.
All right, let's go through the. Let's recap the race real quick. Stage 1 went all the way green. Denny Hamlin won stage 1, and then stage 2, you had a bunch of different wrecks. You had, first of all, the two 2311 cars, which very unfortunate for them, was Riley Herbst and Bubba Wallace, who were both presumed out of the race. So yeah.
Only 5 spots remain with 9 races to go in the regular
Yeah, 5 starts remain. So SVG, Barry, Briscoe, Cindric, Logano, Blaney, Byron, Bell, Hamlin, Larson, and Chastain are all locked in. Meanwhile, you have Bowman. Wallace is still above somehow. Buscher's also in. Reddick as well. So yeah, Priest is dangling below it. You have AJ in 18th as well, so we'll see. But yeah, you had Herbst wreck out. Same thing with Wallace. Both similar issues, both brake issues, and that's what caused them both to wreck. And then you had a debris caution because of McDowell's tire, and then you had a 4-car pileup between like Busch, Ty Dillon, SVG, and Bell, I'm pretty sure. And that's about it. The last caution we had was for SVG for spinning out, but that's it. Like I said, the trend continues. Stage 1 goes clean and green. Stage 2 has 4 cautions. And then the final stage goes one or two cautions, and then you go clean and green all the way. So let's go for the finishing results. Briscoe ends up winning his 3rd career race. His first one at Pocono, first one with the Toyota with JGR. Denny Hamlin ends up 2nd with the fastest lap though, so that's pretty cool for him. Blaney got 3rd, Buscher 4th, Chase Elliott 5th, John Hunter Nemechek 6th, Kyle Larson in 7th, Ryan Preece in 8th, Brad Keselowski 9th, and Austin Cindric rounds out the top 10. Alex Bowman 11th, Josh Berry in 12th, Eric Jones in 13th, Ty Gibbs in 14th, Daniel Suarez 15th, Joe Logano 16th, Bella in 17th, Hocevar 18th, Haley 19th, and Kyle Busch rounds out the top 20. AJ Allmendinger 21st, Cole Custer 22nd, Noah Gragson 23rd, Austin Dillon 24th. Zane Smith in 25th, Ross Chastain in 26th, William Byron 27th, Todd Gillen 28th, Cody Ware in 29th, what the hell, and Ricky Stenhouse runs at the top 30. SVG in 31st, a lap down, Tyler Reddick in 32nd, Ty Dillon in 33rd, 20 laps down, Brennan Poole out of the race in 34th, Michael McDowell 35th, Bubba Wallace 36th, and Riley Herbst ends up 37th. So yeah, really fun race in my opinion. It was pretty cool to watch. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Goodbye.